Well, welcome in everybody to Thursday Night Football. After been going all day, it's a long day in the neighborhood, but well worth it. Kolya, hello. O'Connell, welcome in. Douglas, thank you for all your help. Mike Beachman, hello. Thank you for all your help. Debbie Bernfeld, the same. Welcome. Hello. Jared, hello. Fid, hello. Good to see you. Welcome back. Rob, what's up, buddy? Kevin Hawthorne, hello. Jeannie525, hello. It's going to be a fun night to hear. Badgerbacker in the house says, "Let's go Bills." I don't see Miami beating them tonight. Pete Lamb, hello, welcome in, buddy. Jeffrey, welcome in. Good to see you. Share it out. Tell others about what you got going on over here. That'd be great. Different players have receiving touchdowns. We talked about it. Everybody eats on this offense. They like it. They're okay with that. What makes that so special that they can win anyway? Well, I think you're going to hear everybody eats from every one of these players, and it might just be every week we all eat, because that's the thing about it. In week 1, Josh Allen throws for over 300 yards. He throws the ball to 9 different guys. In week 2, they rush for over 200 yards, and James Cook goes wild. Patty Nielsen's in the house. Welcome in, Patty. Patty says, "Go Bills." Miami's making their way out to the field. And they can beat you so many different ways. That's what everybody eats is all about. Yeah, everybody eats. I'm okay with that. But at the same time, there are certain guys in that offense that deserve seconds. Okay? Give me a game. How about thirds? And I'm talking about Dalton Kincaid. Their tight end is a matchup. Walter, welcome in. Big yards, and then Keon Coleman. He is a budding. Coach will be fired before week 6. You're not wrong. Watch for those two guys become the focal point of this offense as this offense goes throughout the rest of the season. I think Josh Allen is going to be. I don't think the Orioles can beat free. Before we send it up to the crew, any final words here in this pregame? This has been the Fitz Fest. How do you describe the energy in this place? Well, this is a special building, and this is obviously the last season they're going to have it here. Then we're going to move over to the new one. But this is a special fan base, and something feels different this year. Something does feel different in here. We'll see what it is. 9 minutes and 38 seconds to kickoff. 9:38. Let's go. Let's go. Are there any? Where is this game? I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. I always seem to get. Where are some of the crazy ones? You don't have to be a VIP to get more than team totals. Every customer gets tip drops. First quarter. What's the first quarter line? First quarter line is the Bills minus a field goal. That's it. Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day. It's just the ball. Bills minus a field goal. Stand corrected. I literally never do this. That's a tough call right there. With Prime Big Deal Days coming, is there nothing else in here on like the quick bet specials? Yeah, boost. What about touchdowns? Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal. Who are the big anytime TDs and first TDs? Let me see. Cook, Allen, Von Acne. Wow, Cook's the big favorite to score a touchdown first. It's over. We came up short. And I think if I worry about my job security, I won't be doing my job. That's a tough call right there. Bloody nose, but he's no worse for wear. Let's keep it rolling. I think Cook will definitely score one today. Does Miami get one today on the ground? I don't know. That's a tough call. Dun, dun, dun. His nose injury that I bruised, a battered and bloody nose. How is your nose? All bruised up, but we're all good. He will wear a visor on Thursday. I wore one throughout college. Like that. I don't think I've worn one in the NFL. There's banners flying over the stadium that say "Fire Coach McDaniel, fire Chris Greer, the general manager." What are you doing to stay sane?
Buffalo. Mike McDaniel is 1-6 against Buffalo. Yeah, players only meeting last week. They're going south quickly in South Florida.
I think Buffalo. I think the Dolphins are going to come to play better tonight, but I still think the.
As you guys know, a little concealer, foundation.
Still think the Bills are going to be too much at home.
The quarterback position, you got to take the punch.
Could be me, but we'll see.
As much as you take the pats on the back. Ed Oliver sounds like no Ed Oliver or Matt Milano on Thursday. The right side of your line right now with the two injuries. Those two, do they have experience? For our team, it's focus on the things that you have to do to beat the Bills. It brings the real out of you. It's all the whole world, but we're about to go.
Dun, 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 dun. Hit that like tonight. Tell a friend about us. All that kind of good stuff. Look at that coming out. Al Michaels on the call. This is good stuff.
On a team he's dominating, ready to go up against Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartine with you. Well, for the 6th year,
Kirk Herbstreit in with Michaels.
Getting to mid-January and not beyond has been their hallmark. But now, can they get to February? Can they get the Super Bowl?
Well, anything can change in one game. That's the whole key, you know.
Why this will not be another Groundhog Day rerun for the Buffalo Bills. The big thing is this team has the culture. Obviously, they want to play for each other. They have continuity. Most of their core.
Rincer in the house. What's up, Rincer? Good to see you, buddy.
To me, it's all about having a 1-0 mentality every single week, because if they get to the end of the year and they got home field advantage, obviously that's the key for them to advancing and finally getting to that Super Bowl. Well, on the flip side tonight, Miami Dolphins have dug an early hole. They're 0-2. It's a short week. They're on the road.
Dolphins 0-2 and on the road.
It's a lot better than they are, at least at the moment. Upsets, though, are commonplace in the NFL. So how can the Dolphins win this game? Yeah, I mean, at this point, 2 weeks in, it couldn't get any worse, right? We got signs over the stadium at home games, fire the coach, fire the...
Dame Dystopia cheering for Tua.
To me, this is a gut check game. This isn't about X's and O's, about Tua on offense, what the defense has to do against Josh Allen. This is find out who wants to be a warrior. Even backed into a corner, your own fan base doesn't believe in you. Come out and swing tonight and see what happens at the end. Well, can the Bills keep on rolling?
How much time we got to game time? 5 minutes. 5 minutes to kick off. We should come back with our whole musical entourage.
Thursday Night Kickoff was presented by Sub.
Dun, 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 dun.
Meal of the day for only $6.99.
Introducing
Last couple sets of commercials.
lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories.
Okay, Willoughby hitting us up for $9.99, starting up the train, I guess. I don't know. Train or, I don't know, cattle run. I don't know, whatever it is. But thank you, Kay, for $9.99 on a super sticker. Kay is always blessing the channel. Very, very grateful. Thank you for blessing Preston and myself, the channel. Very grateful.
Are Buffalonians. So the fans literally.
We got a couple trips for Disney coming up, so I am putting pennies away.
Don't play with me. Yeah, we'll take it.
Aren't you a little too old to be playing football?
Wait, what?
They want somebody that can run a 40, not somebody that is 40. When the coach calls your number, you going to say G56. Bingo. How you going to celebrate a win? You going to give everybody butterscotch candy? Probably out your pocket with no wrappers on it. Just going to give them raw candy. That's nasty, by the way.
New customers bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets, plus over $200 on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. Duracell AA's are assembled in the USA.
Is that Josh Allen?
Our competitors serenade around the world. You can check for yourself right at the shelf.
How?
Those are on me.
All right, we should be coming back to kickoff here momentarily.
No outlet, no problem. Choose a better, faster, longer-lasting PC powered by Snapdragon.
Put your hands together for Megan King.
All right, let's go. Come on.
We have sundresses, cocktail dresses, prairie dresses for prairieing.
This weekend's really big deal. 30
Anthony Roberts, hello. Welcome in.
styles and ways. Yes, JC Penney.
It's Subway's new Fresh Fit menu, featuring the
And they're going to run all the commercials up on us.
grams of protein, a full serving of veggies, and our Baja Chipotle sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Here we go.
Home of Thursday Night Football welcomes you to the following presentation of the
National Football League.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
I kind of like this opening. Into a burning ring of fire. And the flames build higher. Gotta love a little Johnny Cash. What's up, Hot Wax? You know, when they put this together in the offseason, they thought this will be a great game. Hey, Sherry, welcome in. You got it. Good to see you, Sherry. Burn, burns, burns. The ring of fire. All right, moments away.
Well, it has been a tough start to the season in Miami. A blowout loss in Indianapolis prompted a players-only meeting. Week 1.
Yeah, Miami just had a players-only meeting.
Final drive derailed a comeback attempt against the Patriots.
Our screen will change at kickoff. Our screen will change at the kick.
The team is adamant it has not penetrated their facility. As Mike McDaniel told us, you worry about people fracturing in times of noise, regardless of time of season. But this team, he says, has done the exact opposite. So we'll see if that shows up on the field tonight, Al.
So McDaniel right now, first 0-2.
Tamia, hello. Welcome in, Tamia Parker.
Sean McDermott done a great job. 9 seasons here. That record 88-45. Taking the team to the playoffs, as we keep saying, and of course the kryptonite's been Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. And they turned it.
Kansas City has been kryptonite for Buffalo.
MVP off to a great start this year. Had 2 rushing touchdowns to go with 2 passing touchdowns.
All right, it looks like Buffalo will be kicking to Miami. Miami getting the ball first. Welcome in, fans. Got to wait for this commercial to go through.
Washington had a 74-yard punt return touchdown against New England 4 days ago. Ready to receive on a...
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We're off. We are off and running. Collected at the 5, 10, 15. Miami at the 20, 25, over to 30. Breaking it down the sideline at the 40, at midfield and out of bounds to start the game for Miami. How about that?
In his 6th season in the league, takes over at...
All right. Let's see if we can make this a little bit better.
9 TDs, 10 picks. They have had his number.
There you go, right there on the number. We are good to go. First and 10 at the Buffalo 47. Under center, Tua.
His blind side, since he's a lefty, is the right side.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Rolls out, going to throw on the run, caught.
Reaching upward, making the grab. That's on his Washington.
Washington to the catch, short gain. 2nd down and 5.
It'll be 2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5.
Miami is obviously built with speed. Buffalo wants to do everything in their power as a defensive unit to keep this speed in front of them, not give these quick-footed receivers and backs a lot of space. They got to leverage the football. And
2nd down and 5. Tua comes up to the line.
2nd and 5.
Handoff, off tackle, short run. Gain of about nothing. It's going to be 3rd and 5 roughly.
So the Bills have their own problem in terms of defensive injuries. Ed
Oliver out, the defensive tackle. Linebacker Matt Milano out. Third down and 4. This crowd is going to get loud. Lila Rose, good evening. Hello, hello. Shotgun formation, single back set. Looking to throw, pressure coming. Gets it off. Caught. They're going to say catch is made for a first down. Tyreek Hill on the catch.
Into the boundary here. Benford is a physical corner, wants to get his hands on the receiver. He's going up against the quickest receiver in the NFL. What a pressed look there. Tyreek Hill with a little slippery move to the inside, works to the outside, and then the fingertip catch and 2 feet down for the first down. Great look at it right there. Boom.
So get
They had to challenge that. I don't think he made it.
on their first possession.
Play action, looking to throw. Dumps it underneath. Got Achan down the sideline. Big first down.
Kind of flash a screen to the right. Watch Tua's action. Watch the defense react to it. Moving in goal, a little fake. Now you get the defense to move, to hesitate, and that's all you want to do. Give to hesitate just a bit. And you got the expert screen on the other side there with a tight end, Julian Hill, out in front.
Under center changes, going shotgun again. Single back set to his right. Short run. Gordon with the run, 3 yards, second down and 7. Neil, welcome in.
Last week had a fight from behind. They were down 12-0 early against New England.
Yeah, now that's such a great point because they haven't really been able to run the football. I mean, this is a team that really prides itself on running that outside zone, running the football to set up the rhythmic play action, in-breaking play action pass game. They just haven't been able to do that tonight after a great start here.
Under center, single back set behind him. Play action, throws. Caught Washington, first down inside the 10. Down to the 8. Miami down to the 8. Flag down, hold on. First flag. Looks like it's coming back. Ineligible player downfield. Take it back.
We're talking about the right side of the line. That's Keon Smith.
And that's part of this offensive line to this point. They've been having pretty good.
Second down and 12.
It's been a great plan that Mike McDaniel and his staff's put together. Get a look at him right here. He just gets downfield. Yeah, he's about 4 or 5 yards downfield. So it's the first setback here on this opening drive.
Looking at the first and goal, instead it's a second.
Second and 12. Back is at 23. Handoff. Achan around the outside. He got about 11 of it back. Second and 1, or third and 1 coming up. Third and 1.
It's not just Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Achan, as he shows you right there, he's 5'9", but
Dislike guy, welcome in. Great to see you.
That time there was penetration.
Third down and 1. Third and 1.
Been able to accelerate upfield, give him a shot here on 3rd and short.
Gordon is the running back.
Shotgun, ready to throw.
The rookie takes it.
Down inside the 5, down to the 4. Gordon. Dave Averino. Hello, Dave.
Wondering how this offensive line on a short week in a hostile environment with really 4 new starters up front would respond. Look at the movement on 3rd and short. Just pushing people around, and with not having Ed Oliver in the interior, they're able to control the line of scrimmage and get the big fellow the football there and got some positive yards.
Gordon staying in.
Gordon staying in. 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle, nothing. Gets stuffed.
Before he gets to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal, 5 minutes into the game.
2nd and goal.
It's looking like a team that sick about reading how bad they are.
That's what we said in the open. You know, forget about the X's and O's. Just show up with a chip on your shoulder and come out swinging. See where things stand at the end of 60 minutes. Mike McDaniel has his team with the right mindset. He did tell us two things. We got to win the turnover margin, and when we get in the red area, we cannot kick field goals. We've got to get touchdowns if we want to beat Josh Allen and the Bills here.
Second down and goal from the 6. Look at the throw. Being chased, throws it underneath. And it's hammered at the 2. Washington hammered at the 2. Third down and 2 from the 2.
Maybe 1.5 third down and goal.
He's looking at Tyreek Hill here on the outside, trying to work into the middle, take him away, so he just checks it down. And again, there's some space there.
Big hit.
Good job of filling up there by Taylor Rapp, the safety, keeping out of the end zone.
Third and goal. This is the
third down and goal
of Miami's opening drive.
Allen Gordon, the rookie, the big back, 225 behind the quarterback.
Ball spotted right at the 2.
handoff up the middle.
Plunging forward. He's in.
Jordan touchdown. Gordon touchdown.
Clap your hands! Thrown up in a bad mood, and this is what they really haven't had: is a power back. This rookie Allen Gordon, they challenged him to lose some weight, get motivated, be a guy that could be their short yardage and red zone back, and he definitely showed up tonight.
6-0 extra point pending.
He's got his hands on the football, so Tua does a great job there leading this team. The big kickoff return to kind of set the tone, and they take advantage of it, put 7 points up on the board.
A 54-yard run back.
There we go. 7-0, 8:31 in the first.
First career touchdown. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead in Buffalo.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here tonight. Hopefully we'll get a big crowd in here tonight hanging with us. That'll be fun.
So you decide to practice your
Oh, not going to look at those commercials.
like really practicing. Only to realize you were never all alone. Haynes never feels uncomfortable.
Unlock more with Disney Plus, Hulu, and all of ESPN by stepping.
All right, 7-0 here.
WrestlePalooza Saturday.
WrestlePalooza this Saturday coming up.
Movies and shows in all of ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu right now. Are you ready?
It's Subway's new fresh fit.
Wow, they've even got Triple H doing sound bites for it.
The 35 grams of
Ain't that something?
veggies and our Baja Chipotle sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new fresh fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months.
All right, see what the Bills are going to do in this first one.
Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Short on nothing. Big on.
Anybody else new in here? I know. I need him too. I got him started too. Badgerbacker.
You get every game, every Sunday.
Irritating to see another back. You know, him worked all the way down, then they put another back in for the touchdown.
NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. New users pay less.
Thursday Night Football brought to you by Carnival Cruise Line, by American Express, there's nothing like Platinum, and by Chevy Trucks, together, let's drive. So right across the parking lot, there's the new home of the Bills. That playpen will open up next year. That stadium, about $2.1 billion. The stadium we're in right now, right there, built in 1973 for $22 million.
That's fascinating.
Which is about $148 million in today's.
All right, here we go. Kicking it off. Control cam, welcome in.
No pressure. It better just be state of the art, fantastic. I can't wait to see what that'll be next year.
Coming out of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, out to about the 28. First down and 10 there, Buffalo. Darth Maven, welcome in. Here comes Allen for the first time tonight.
Won his last 11 home starts, 67 touchdown runs, second most of all time to Cam Newton, and of course won the MVP last year.
While you were looking at Josh Allen coming back, there was a penalty after the whistle.
Penalty after the whistle. The Bills are moving back, it looks like.
They're already moving back.
I think it's
after the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 85, the receiving team.
Wow. Watch this.
Goal. First down, Buffalo.
Yeah, Jackson Hawes.
Yeah, Hawes, it could have gone 85 and then 57 there at the end as well. But that's, unlike what Miami did with a big return, Josh Allen will start.
Well, thank you, Control Cam. Here we go. First down and 10. Ball going to start at the Buffalo 15. Shotgun, looking to throw right out the box. Down the field he goes. Incomplete. Almost a great one-handed catch. Flag on the play, though. Looking for Coleman. Probably going to be PI and a first down automatic.
Well, this is a big part of tonight's game, the cornerback position of the Dolphins.
Pass interference, 23. Automatic, first down.
For Miami. So Jack Jones, who signed with the Dolphins in late July, is starting on one side. And Rasul Douglas, the former Bill, just signed a few weeks ago, late August, on the other side at corner.
20-yard penalty, first down.
First and 10. Ball marked at the 35, looking to throw. Underneath, caught. Dixon. Cook comes around. Nice play there. Dixon on the tackle. Hello, Sebastian the Crab. Welcome in. Cook crushed it last week. Military fans, welcome in.
I really think he's one of the most overshadowed superstars in the NFL, and I think it's because of Josh Allen. He does such a good job in so many different areas for his offense.
Second and 5. They go with 3 tight ends.
Second and 5.
It's the formation they've been using.
Handoff, off tackle. Cook again, he's loose. Out the midfield, down to the 45. Into Dolphins territory at the 44.
He's off to the races again. Gain of 16.
Gain of 16 on the play. Hello, Annette. Welcome in.
This Bills offense is the backside. They finish blocks because they know the vision of the patience of James Cook. The ball is liable to bounce anywhere. He bounces it often, presses, and then bounces to the backside, makes one guy miss, and with his speed, you better hold on to your hat because he can take it all the way.
First down and 10. Ball spotted at the 44. Handoff again. Cook right up the middle. Gain of 10. Gain of 12. Cook just having a field day. Mandy Mary, welcome in. Happy Thursday.
13 snaps. They run the football. They let you know we're going to run the ball. And can you stand up to them? This is what we saw last week in their game where they just decided to get physical and run the football against the Jets. Josh Allen didn't have to do much. They got into that 13 personnel and just beat him up front.
Shotgun formation changes and goes under center. Handoff again. Cook again. To the outside. Knocked down about the 30.
You'll see Josh Allen wearing a visor on his helmet tonight. It's for protection after he got popped in the face on Sunday. His nose was bleeding profusely, even though he only missed 2 plays. He practiced with it all this week, and he told us he wore a visor through college, then admitted he just did it for swag back then. And when he got to the league, he said he didn't want to be the rookie trying to look cool, but tonight he needs it.
Gordon Laramie at the University of Wyoming.
Second down and 7. Second and 7.
Ray Davis is in the backfield.
Shotgun here on 2nd and 7.
Palmer comes in motion.
Pressure coming underneath. Caught. Kincaid inside the 20. Dalton Kincaid at the 20. 1st and 10. Buffalo right there.
Here, they're mixing up their personnel groupings with different looks with the tight ends. Also, you're seeing Josh Allen not trying to force the ball downfield. They've been able to run the ball. Miami's sitting back in coverage and able to check it, just take what the defense is giving and throwing that ball underneath for first downs.
Under center, single back again.
And Reggie Gilliam comes in at fullback.
Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line. Pitch. Johnson on the run. Gets just past the line of scrimmage. That's all he'll get.
Well, Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, he mixes up a lot of looks. You know, I really feel that he has a chance. You know how Ben Johnson became that offensive coordinator in the NFL. I think if the Bills stay healthy and Josh Allen has another MVP type of season, a lot of people are going to start to look at Joe Brady. Some guys have that look and feel and sound of a head coach. Joe Brady is that kind of guy. So
2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9.
Yep. Yeah. They went from tight.
Rick Simmons, welcome in, brother. How are you? Look at the throw. Down the field he goes. Got a man. Kincaid. Caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And now watch how he brings Kincaid back.
Kincaid on the touchdown.
Going upfield instead, the ball brings him back. Actually, right there, he just well out in front of him to be able to make the catch short-handed. It missed him last year with that knee injury. Looks like he's back feeling much, much better to go along with.
Extra point is good.
Matt Prater kicked the game-winning field goal against Fordham. Open and then picked him up. At 41 years old, he boots it through for the extra point, and we are tied.
We are tied here in the first.
Okay, Brian, craziest touchdown ever.
Tennessee Titans. Music City Miracle.
Nice and snags it. Son running like he's double parked. What does a play like that do to the locker room, though?
Man, it's everything.
That's it. Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available?
Really?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it, he'll go, it's everything.
New customers bet $5 to get 200 instantly in
Going through the commercials here.
Sunday ticket from YouTube TV. The crown is yours.
Jersey Mike's is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
Hold on. You're stealing my job.
I don't want to steal anything.
Lies. Eli's.
I just love these subs.
It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
That was a quick return for a touchdown there. It's crazy. This kid's already got a commercial. He ain't even done anything in the NFL yet. Hunter, ton of talent, but hadn't done anything in the NFL yet.
So glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico, and since they saved his bacon,
Glad you guys are here hanging out tonight.
Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy. You're too humble, Mr. Gecko, which is why we also present to you, and I don't need.
Hot Wax says, I love the song.
The milk and cheese.
Now we're talking.
Yes, we are. Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up the food's flavor. Why would you throw that, Sam?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Trying to get with the part. Maybe with a burger?
You got the game.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with the NFL.
7-all game, 4:04 left in the first when we come back. Miami will be getting the ball.
NFL Plus.
NBA, October 20th. I think that's when the whole season kicks off.
Great way to start it out to be Friday, October the 24th. But there's a home street.
What's up, Taterhead? It's too early to see about the rookies yet, I think. Either way, good, bad, or indifferent. I usually give them 4 weeks to see how they do. Here's the return at the 10, 15, 20. Miami to 25, 30. Tackled at the 33. First down and 10 there.
Opening drive by the Miami Dolphins.
Flag on the play.
Leaned on that offensive line, which we had some questions about, but it was a good mix. Some quick throws and able to run the football.
Holding, illegal block. Sorry, illegal block in the back. My fault. They'll move it back. Start there.
That's what we were talking about. We came in that short week. How's Tua going to handle this? And more importantly, how's the offensive line? Look at the amount of time that he has there. Able to check that down to H-Fan, and he's able to have an escort out the front. Good job up front. Look at him sustaining blocks. We've not seen this in these first 2 weeks. In fact, they've had slow starts against the Colts and the Patriots. 15 yards against the Colts, 18 against the Patriots. In the first drive, they had 52 yards and a touchdown. So see if they can follow that great drive.
All right, here comes Miami again. Haunted Pirates, thank you for subscribing. Underneath, incomplete.
Incomplete goes Washington's way again. They're using him quite a lot at the outset tonight. Last week as well, second-year guy out of Virginia.
Expect the Bills to kind of mix some things.
So, yeah, there is some rough defense this year.
In effect, to get him off of his rhythm. He had plenty of time back there. Their hope tonight was to be able to play coverage and make Tua hold the ball and allow their edge pressure of Russo and Bosa to be able to get home when he drops back to throw.
And flying up the middle, making the throw to the outside.
Hand off right up the middle, short gain. Third down and 5 coming up.
His third year at Texas A&M. Third down and 5 now for the Dolphins.
To me, it's going to come down to the protection for Tua.
What's up, Theo? Welcome in.
They're going to rely on their edge to get there. See how the Dolphins, in this big third down here, they can give Tua enough time because I think they have confidence that their receivers can win.
He looks across that line. He sees Joey Bosa, who's up to a great start this year. Now the Bills pack the line. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, fumble.
Tua has trouble.
They're going to have to punt.
Cam Lewis stops him there, and it's 4th down.
They walked everybody up. We talked about it. They're going to blitz. They're going to sit back. They showed it, and I think it may have affected Tua in his eyes. He's starting to peek and maybe starting to look at Bernard, and are they going to come? Are they dropping? Remember, it's a shotgun snap. He's looking at the ball, also trying to get a feel of whether or not that pressure is coming, and I can see his eyes kind of starting to look up, affected him getting able to secure the football. So
there's the punt.
Exactly. Here's Bailey's stick, the good one.
Bailey run to the 25-30 and get hit right there, and that'll end at 32.
37-yard line with 2:24.
2:24 on the clock.
14-yard return. Buffalo on this Thursday night, 7-7.
Buffalo getting the ball here.
Good is good enough for some, but not for you. Because you know there's nothing like traveling the world.
I turn this air back on. Can't get the temperature right in here. It's either a little too warm or a little too cold.
Nothing like having dining benefits at over 10,000 Resi restaurants. And
be right back.
Experiences you'll never forget. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Platinum.
Let's order boring, overpriced food for the gang.
Hey guys, try a Little Caesar cheesesteak crazy puffs instead. They're only $3.99. Can't beat that in this economy. Cheesesteak? Little Caesars is the real deal.
Any other advice?
Yes, avoid highways. Now, Saquon? No. Now? There's a car right there. What's a car? try new cheesesteak crazy puffs for $3.99. Little Caesars is the
All right, let's see what can happen here. So many commercials.
For every specific thing, right? We have sundresses for sunning. We have cocktail dresses for cocktailing. And we have prairie dresses for prairie when we prairie. You know the best thing about this dress, though? It has pockets. I'm never going to use them, but it has them.
This weekend's really big deal.
So, some of these commercials are really just bad.
Yes, JCPenney.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the certainty of this delivery.
This team will make a push in January.
Absolutely, they're still in it.
But getting that delivery.
What do you think, Johnny?
How do you know my name?
You're wearing a name tag.
Oh, yeah. Oh. 2-second rule? So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm.
All right, let's go. Give me some football. Let's go.
More powerful than Homelander. Cypher believes I'm this weapon. Let's use it to do something good. This plan is crazy, but I'm in.
You don't like watching the commercials in that?
7-7. At Highmark Stadium as they'll close.
Here we go.
400 games have been played here since 1973. Bills came into the American Football League as an original franchise back in 1960. Played at Old War Memorial Stadium.
Handoff off tackle. Cook. Gain of 9 yards. Hello, Mr. DeCrab. Welcome in.
Second and 1. I mean, that's old school football. Getting a hat on a counter play. Good job of Killian.
Hey, I know they're running everywhere.
So much about the 3 tight ends, but when you have these many pieces at your disposal as an offensive coordinator, you got a quarterback that can handle it. Whether you go heavy or you spread them out, you do anything in between. Put so much on a defense to deal with, especially when you got a short week to try to prep.
Second down and 1. Second and 1. End around. Moore. He's got the first down for Buffalo. Gain of 11 yards.
From left to right. Watch the 2 tight ends on our right. Watch how quickly they're able to get outside, outflank this defense. And again, you look at the totality of this offense and how they attack. It's stretching you outside for plays like this. It's the interior route with James Cook, and then it's the play-action pass game, and all the different looks and emotions and the different personnel groupings. Look back in.
Play action. Throw in. Cross the middle. Caught at the 30. First down to Kincaid.
You're a linebacker. Your eyes are in this backfield, and you're worried about are they running the football with James Cook? If they are, I got to get downhill and make a play. Nope, they're not. Great. Now it's play action. They're going to go behind me. So right now the Bills just one step ahead of this Miami Dolphins defense.
Final minute of the quarter right here.
First down from the 31-yard line. On the moving.
Pitch.
Cross back here to Tyus Johnson.
That'll do it. That's going to be the first quarter.
Tackle there by Ashton Davis. Could be the final play of the quarter. I think the tough thing for Miami is Anthony Weaver just wants to see this defense play.
That's it. 7-all in the first quarter. That went by pretty quick, to be honest with you.
Tonight, that's what they're trying to do. Play with some effort, play together. And they get off the play. In the waiting seconds, no, they cannot. That's the end of the quarter. Play 15 minutes at Highmark.
7-all.
On Thursday night football in Buffalo.
Hope you're having a good time tonight. Jump in the chat, say hello. All that good kind of stuff. A lot of football to go this weekend. Oh, let me check that actually.
America's most trusted cake brand.
We don't have Bear.
Well, with Bear, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much should you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't ever pay for your next project.
We got just a 1 o'clock and an 8 o'clock this week.
Those are some
1 o'clock and an 8 o'clock.
No, Luca. That's right. Prime is bringing you.
Oh, I don't have an afternoon game tomorrow. Okay. Well, geez, I did all that extra work for nothing tonight.
Did you know that the NBA is included with Prime?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Live and you learn.
The NBA coming to Prime October 24th.
You speak for
No, I'm go over here and check something real quick.
For a very limited time, we've got free pizza. Yo, tell them what it is.
Buy any large pizza at regular menu price. Get one large one-topping pizza for free.
No, like free.
Free pizza.
We did do that.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Jumping jack flash. Oh, right. All right, we come back. It's going to be 2nd and 6 Buffalo.
Was messed up. You go good, you go bad.
They gave up. Lost all hope.
Doug, are you having a nice cheesy evening? Neil would like to know.
Nice crosswalk.
Morning, sweat. Taste test, sweat. Go time, grow time, big time.
I love it when on my TV they're trying to get me to buy something in my Amazon cart every time they show something. There we go. Back to football.
Sayonara to high mark after this season. As we come back, Al Michaels.
Shotgun formation, single back set.
7-7, 2nd down and 6 for Buffalo.
Handoff, Cook gets a couple.
Turns a 1-yard gain into about a 3-yard gain. Yeah, he is a tough runner. We're talking a lot about over the years, Josh Allen, how he's changed his throwing mechanics from his rookie year. You can see the shoulder, where he's really more all arms, and now working with Chris Hess, and he's an expert biomechanics, and now it's more about creating force and power from the ground up.
Cards and 49ers, you think that'll be a good one?
The hand and the arm was just
3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2.
Consistency and his accuracy is so much better over these last 3 or 4 years. It changed for him in 2020. That was the game changer, and he points to Chris Hess for helping him do that.
Handoff, Cook again. Inside the 20 to the 18. 1st down. Buffalo.
Just thinking of God, I loves it. He's pretty good. Yeah, I know he is. In fact, when we talked to him this week, we were talking to him a lot about his mechanics, and he is addicted to it. And he is, as you mentioned, a big golfer, and you and him are often trying to play together in the summer. And he talked about, it's exactly anything that's rotational, whether you're swinging a bat, a pitcher, a quarterback, a golfer. Everybody is now wants to train over these last 4 or 5 years. He's looking for a much better game than I did.
1st down and 10. 1st down and 10.
And you bring the fun to the party. That's about all.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Allen, end zone. Dropped. He had Kincaid for the touchdown. He dropped it.
His second TD of the night. Now that's the matchups. We keep talking about these tight ends. They want to get the tight ends matched up against a safety where he's got a big advantage with the size. Kincaid really has wide receiver skills. Pretty good job of Davis here, not giving up on the play. Look at the accuracy, but Davis got that left hand in there at the end to be able to.
Nice defense by Miami on that one. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Shotgun, looking to throw underneath, caught. Inside the 10. Comes up a little short. Shakir on the connection. Jen and Sean, Southard. Hello, welcome in.
They really don't have that superstar at receiver.
3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2. Andy Chan says, let's go Buffaloes.
Who's going to be open? You find the open man, and that's who he's going to throw the ball to.
2nd and 2.
Packers last week. Who's number one? Who knows? But 8 or 9 guys are going to catch it. Quick pass here.
Caught by Coleman. 1st down and goal with a 5.
This is what they want to see from him. We saw this in the 4th quarter against Baltimore. Look at the strength there. That's what you want to see. I mean, he's a big body at 6'4", 215 pounds. A quick throw just to get it out there with soft corner coverage. And a great job of being able to use
1st and goal from the 5.
strength to be able to secure that football to get with this 1st and goal.
10th play of this drive. 1st and goal.
Timeout is called. First timeout used tonight, Buffalo.
You know, some teams are good, and they're not particularly interesting. The Buffalo Bills have really become a great team to watch.
They are. I mean, I think you bring up Green Bay. It does kind of remind me as far as the way they use different pieces. You don't have that one guy. You kind of spread it out. Boy, what a challenge to get ready for this offense and all the different ways that they can attack you, all the different looks that they give you. And you got a Miami defense.
Here comes Allen again.
In their first 2 games, and now they got to go against Josh Allen, where if they get a stop tonight against this offense, it's a good job. Just trying to get a stop to slow down this offense.
Absolutely. I mean, Allen, you know.
1st and goal.
You watch the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. They're a draw.
Single back set behind Allen.
Can we get to February? 1st and goal.
South Anderson, they go that jump ball off. They're going heavy to the left here.
Play action. Rolls back to his left. Shuttle pass. Touchdown. Hines on the catch.
Clap your hands!
Went to the number 3 tight end on a shuttle pass.
If 17 gets out there on the edge, you better look out. You better get ready. And then he just does Brett Favre, little flick there, and a nice little touchdown pass there. The awareness and the understanding of coverage. He baited that defense to be able to get that flip there for the touchdown.
Who is Jackson Hawes, a pro football?
Jackson Hawes. Never heard of him. 14-7.
That's going to add to the stats. Yes, it will. Look at a little shovel pass to the touchdown.
14-7.
14-7.
A triple dipper only at Chili's. Lets you pick your 3 Chili's favorites. Like Chili's favorites.
All right, we'll be right back here in just a second, everybody.
Big mouth bites. And yep, I'm officially hungry now. The Chili's triple dipper.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Rob and Melanie Striffler by Dream Vacations is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Our travel agency's knowledge of Disney products has earned us the distinction of being named an authorized Disney vacation planner. We were given this special designation by Disney as a result of our agency's ongoing focus and commitment to planning customized, magical trips to Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line, and other Disney vacation destinations worldwide.
All right, check out both Park Hopper Choppers and Rob and Mel. Great people.
Well, nobody inside. I already told your buddies. A lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling. 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me. But I just got here. Back it up, bro.
Wonder where they're moving the Heisman house to. Something new.
Not afraid to ask again.
Reds are winning tonight against the Cubs, huh?
That just meant I was ready.
What becomes possible when we show up? Not to fix, but to see.
What is Milwaukee doing is the question. Marlins beat the Rockies. Giants play later.
With time, with care.
Mariners beat the Royals. I guess that's good.
Sign up to be a mentor.
Milwaukee losing 2-1 in the sixth.
Time for the Thursday Spotlight presented by Spectrum Internet. Mike McDaniel and Sean McDermott are alums of two esteemed colleges with rich history. Yale and William & Mary have 9 Declaration of Independence signees between them. They have combined 22 Supreme Court justices, and how about this? 9 U.S. presidents. So that means graduates of these two schools are more likely to have accomplished any of those incredible feats than to be an NFL head coach, guys.
Oh, yeah. Look,
All right, here we go.
Supreme Court justices. They got everything covered. Completely.
They're going to lose the wild card, Neil. I already read about it. Here comes Prater kicking it off. That's a 10, 15, 20. Tackled at the 27. Going to start there.
School, Arizona State, beyond. So I talked to McDaniel the other day. Who's kind of quirky and idiosyncratic, we know that. So he was talking about, or I asked him about his playing career at Yale. What was the highlight? Yes. Sit on the sideline, interrupting. This is a highlight. Perfect.
Dean the turkey legs. Hello, Dean. First down and 10. First and 10.
Now in his 4th year as the head coach here, Ali Gordon is the running back as they start this drive.
Play action. Look at the throw. Tua running, throws. Incomplete. Looking for Hill. Nothing there. Haunted Pirates, Mariners, and Astros are tied. First place. That'll be some good games, won't it? I think.
Dropped that 3rd down snap. He took his eyes off the football. They're going to have a hard time stopping Josh Allen every possession.
Tough call. Pitchers and momentum. That's the key. 2nd down and 10. Tua looking to throw quickly. Dumps it underneath. Achan can't get much.
The difference in that opening drive and what you've seen here in the last couple is they're cranking up the pressure a little bit more.
3rd down and 9. The crowd getting loud.
Not let him have time like he did on that opening drive, and especially when he gives the 3rd down. This is where they like to get creative. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Shotgun, pressure coming. Dancing, running for his life. Going to throw on the run. Incomplete. 4th down.
Clarence Johnson breaks it up. 4th down. Tighter focus this week for the Bills, and we've got to get Tua off his spot. He's not as effective on the move. He just doesn't have that X factor like Josh Allen and some of the others. Not his strength. And this time he gives it to the receiver a shot, but good job of flushing him and good tight coverage downfield.
Here's your punt. Just gets it off. Ball taken at the 28 with a fair catch there. What's up, O'Connell? Welcome in. 10:44 left in the first half.
Missed kickoff? No problem. You can still get in on the action live with DraftKings Sportsbook. They've got tons of live betting options at your fingertips. Bet on the next touchdown.
Whoop.
Or stack your favorite scores in a live same-game parlay as the action unfolds. And with DraftKings Live Touchdown Score Profit Boost, you can turn a big touchdown into even bigger winnings. New customers download the app and sign up with the code Amazon.
I'll pass. Let's just get back to the game.
Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them.
Ready? It's Saturday. Dave's ready. Dave George ready.
He's miles ahead of me.
We flying, Dave.
Let's go.
Plenty of runtime, and it's even got turbo mode.
That's what they called me at college.
No, they didn't.
They called me a lot of things, different things.
I bet they did. We'll take it.
We got a Sunday to earn. We have to tackle that project on Saturday, so you can earn your Sunday. Lowe's.
It's all the same commercials all the time, too.
NFL Sunday Ticket month to month. He hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket month to month. Now join and cancel anytime.
Want restaurant quality meals that actually support your wellness goals? Hi, my name's Pete. Been a chef for the past 25 years.
Been a chef forever.
Ready-to-eat meal delivery services are not created equal. That factor is personal. Nutrition and flavor is first and foremost, and we create any dish. Everything is done from scratch every single day. All our meals are easy, perfectly portioned, and macro-friendly. If you're wanting to cut calories, add some more protein to your diet, or just eat delicious, nutritious meals, Factor's got you covered. Get 50% off your first box at factormeals.com.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming up.
Stakes are high, and you're glad.
This is a deal away.
Bill, you got Bill and Bills and acting a con. Oh God, A-Chain. Always get his name wrong.
Deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
A-Chain.
It's very one-sided of late, this rivalry, Buffalo against Miami. Bills have won 13 of the last 14. They outscored the Dolphins by 198 points. Allen is big over 40 touchdown passes to go with 5 rushing. So it's all Buffalo. You go back to the team in the 1970s when Miami won, little win in a dime.
That's called being in the zone, feeling good right now.
Totally. Allen at the 27-yard line to start this drive. He is 7 of 8 for 64 yards.
Allen going to throw underneath. Shakir. About 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Back in the 70s when Miami had the great team.
Buffalo's not getting any up space to it, you know.
They were for the decade 20-0 against Buffalo. Wow. Threw a bagel at him.
Wow. It's called payback.
Yes.
It's called payback with Josh Allen. And making the adjustments there as a defensive staff who's talking about trying to pressure, trying to get to out rather offensive staff, trying to talk about trying to help Tua and give him some time. I love how they get under center. You don't see a ton of this throughout the league. It's 11th snap under center already.
Pitch.
4.
Cook. 1st down and more. He's loose. Across midfield. Tackled about the 41. Wow. He's already having a monster night.
This is giving Miami some of their own medicine. Going to our right, offense is left. This is outside zone play. Good job there by Shavers, the receiver that comes in to block. Great job by Halls, the blocking tight end. Deion Dawkins, the left tackle there, 73. And a great field by James Cook. Just kind of being patient.
Big run right there.
Once he hits that crease.
Now Ray Davis.
1st down and 10. 1st and 10. Look at the throw. Looking down the field. Allen takes off running. Shuttle pass. No good. He's loving that shuttle pass tonight.
Again, that's just a quarterback that feels and sees it. You know, at the time he took off, stepped up into the pocket as a threat to run, but with his vision, you just never know. You know, as a defender, you better stay plastered on every single receiver that's downfield. This time it's Davis the back. Because you might get another flip like that. Heck of a play by Dotson to keep that ball away from getting to Davis.
Quick pass, Coleman. Gain of about 8. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
2 touchdowns. It's 3rd and 1.
We've talked this entire first half about Joe Brady and the mixing up the different looks and getting different personnel groupings in. The reason I bring up under center is I think that's another piece to what he likes to do, because you get James Cook back there basically dotting an I, running downhill, and then they work so well play action, kind of marrying that look with play action with Josh Allen.
3rd down and 2, under center. Play action, going to throw. Caught. First down. Shavers on the catch. 1st and 10, Buffalo moving the ball again.
So much fun with all these toys to work with, the tight ends and 3 running backs and push Josh.
Yeah, and he sees it before it happens. They use motion as an indicator. So they already know, he already knows that Shaver's going to be freed out into the flat. So that's why he doesn't even finish his drop. He's already trying to get the ball out there to be able to get the ball to Shavers because he knows he's going to outflank this defense. They motion. You saw the response and how the defense with the rookie Marshall goes with him. And it's like a little bit of a screen, a little bit of a pick.
He could be, yeah. Absolutely.
Just the awareness, the vision, the 8 years of experience. He knew before he got the ball in his hands from the snap where he's going to go.
We got a man down for Miami.
Marshalls, we've got a timeout here.
A new era of Audi electric performance is here. Built to outperform expectations. With sleek silhouettes, lightning-fast charging, and innovative tech.
Yeah, Dolphins D has no answer at the moment. You're right.
Electrifying performance. Visit your Audi dealer today and lease a new 2025 Q6 e-tron Quattro for $499 per month.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I had one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs. Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Those big time.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell food.
When football makes you hungry.
Football is a ploy to sell food.
Rated mature.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchase.
Absolutely a ploy to sell food.
And unlimited double miles means.
That's all we do is eat during football games.
Downey showed this NFL mom a clip about her son.
I just smell like hot dog water, what? Oh, dude.
Not my son. We need to do something about that. Do I smell hot dog water?
Mama, what you doing here?
Ooh, take this funky shirt and throw it in there. Have you heard of Downing rinse? I'm gonna show you how to rinse that odor out. Smell that.
That smells a lot better.
It does.
Rinse impossible odors out in one wash.
I think the influence of fans and me,
All right, coming back here.
the passion, together, let's put our fans out. I think they should be changed. Fan like the park. NFLShow.com.
Oh, man, just what they needed. You can see the 3 cornerbacks already out, and now you got Jason Marshall reaching for his hamstring. He's out. Trying to find anybody to play corner right now.
Okay, this is a huge.
1st down and 10. 1st and 10.
A year ago, even if they had everybody in the lineup, they'd still be breaking in the group.
Dumps it underneath the Cook. Hit right away.
Davis for a short game. He had 2, 2nd and 8.
Another Dolphin player down. So believe it or not, it's another corner of Jack Jones.
Jones, who they picked up from Vegas after last season. Here's what happened.
Oh, Jones got run right into the thing. Wow. Plymouth Rock in the house. Rinser here. Debbie here. Hot Wax and Doug. Mike Beach. Appreciate all you guys being here.
Ethan Bonner is going to come into the game, 2nd-year guy, free agent out of Stanford.
And he's been dealing with a hammy himself.
Yeah. First time he's been active this season tonight in 3.
And you're going against Josh Allen. All these weapons. With these corners.
2nd and 8. Handoff again. Oh, he got hit in the backfield and bounced off. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Jessica Cruz, welcome in. Third down and 8 coming up.
The strength of this defense is the edge of Phillips, who it's great to see him back and healthy after what he dealt with in 23 with the Achilles and 24 last year with the knee. And on the other side, Bradley Chubb, who's dealt with some injuries. When they're healthy, they got to win on the outside for this defense, especially right here.
The decent news is Jack Jones was out for only one play.
Looking to throw. Allen goes down. They're going to have to go for a field goal. Haven't heard Bradley Chubb's name for years.
They're going to be able to slow down Josh Allen. You've got to be able to win here and here. And the fact that they're getting healthier, these guys as a tandem when they rush them both. It's one thing you slide one way. Here you got Dawkins on an island and Brown on the other side. Two very talented tackles, but Chubb able to get home.
Yeah, Chubb now has a sack in every game. That's 3 for the season.
Field goal attempt coming up.
39-yard field goal attempt.
No good. Shanked it left big time. Good Lord. 6 minutes left in the half.
I mean, why did you even take this picture?
They did you dirty. But honestly, it's too good not to post.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
Oh, give me.
You like
Why did you post that?
needed to be seen.
Go ahead.
Stupid commercials.
How about Taylor Rooks and Richard Sherman? It's like pros, don't they? Meanwhile, Brady was anything but a pro on this one. This is like 10 miles.
In the hold, and you and I never.
Interesting.
I told you I'm terrible. I make you feel good about your.
All right, here we go. Dolphins 1st and 10.
To make you get your confidence up. But that was just a miss. I mean, the operation was perfect. Snap, hold. He had the big kick against Baltimore. Great career. But against the Dolphins' life here.
Yeah, exactly what Miami needed is Tua goes back and nothing happened in downfield. So there's a swing to the outside. They will get wrestled down. They're stopped anyway after a gain of about 3.
You're just tuning in. The Dolphins took the ball in their opening drive, and boy, they were in sync. They had a little bit of everything going. They gave Tua some time. They were able to control the line of scrimmage with this offensive line, despite the injuries and the inexperience of.
Well, good for you, Jessica. Congratulations. Congratulations.
The Bills have adjusted and brought more pressure, and the Dolphins have not been able to respond.
Shotgun Dolphins. 2nd and 8. Handoff A-chain. Got about 5 of it back. 3rd and about 1 left. 3rd and 1.
Long-time Bill had an Achilles, had surgery. A couple of teams played with the Rams last year for a while. Back here.
His teammate Sloman, he was part of that core group going back a number of years ago, and now in his 9th year in the league. Deion Dawkins, Josh Allen, a lot of the Bills excited to have him back. Big play here for this Dolphins offense.
3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. Handoff, 1st down, Miami. 1st down!
He picks up the
1st down on that one right there.
That's rookie against rookie there. What a job at 225 pounds. He was met right at the line of scrimmage by Walker, the rookie out of Kentucky, and he's able to shake through that arm tackle and pick up just enough for that 1st down. What a great addition to all the speed that they have all over this offense to bring in a big thumper like that to get those tough yards.
6'2", 225, got a great preseason.
Under center, single back set.
Now through the middle.
Couple yards, A-chain. 2nd and 4.
32 2 yards. They're averaging only 3 yards per pass.
And if this is an offense, we all know about Mike McDaniel, his time at San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan. They've got to be able to run the football, especially tonight on the road with this offensive line. They do not want to be in a situation where Tua, like the first 2 weeks, is just constantly throwing. That's why they're going to need another down 7. Stick to the game plan, stick to your guns, and your identity. Run the ball and set up that play action.
Play action. Look at the throw. Dumps it to the running back. Oh, he got leveled.
Pays the price. Shaq Thompson, who's been doing this.
Third down and long now. Third down and 12.
Third down.
Shaq Thompson, with his experience, he knew that Alec Ingold is the escort. Ingold matched up one-on-one here. It's a foot race. He's got to be able to get out to the outside.
I haven't seen Waddle in the lineup yet.
Because he was able to have that peripheral vision on that blocker, allowed him to get outside of it and have leverage to finish off that play.
Every time Tua looks down the middle, nobody's open.
Waddle running, or Tua running for his life.
Down the sideline, and it's caught.
Caught by Hill. First down.
Hill makes the catch, keeps the drive alive. With 2.5 to the half.
That's a heck of a job, obviously, on the backside.
2.5 minutes left.
We know about his ability to make plays in space. Here, he's just trying to say, hey, I'm in your vision. I got this. And then he goes way up to climb the ladder to make that play. How about Tua gets that corner blitz, broke contain, and he kept his eyes downfield and eventually looked backside and finds Tyreek Hill.
First and 10. 2-minute warning.
So first and 10, 2 minutes remaining in the first half with the Bills on top of the Dolphins. 14-7.
Whoa, hold up. Look at those nacho cheese chips.
Let's be healthy with kale chips.
Yuck. Let's get cheesy.
Kale chips.
Nacho cheese.
Like kale chips.
Nacho decision, baby. Let's party.
Wait, let me look at this. 16 grams of protein? That's good.
That is good. Now eat it like a rabid chipmunk.
Big on protein, low on sugar.
That's a crazy commercial.
Plus, it's basically cheating.
You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar.
Glad you're here tonight.
So as you redefine
Slower game than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a faster pace game.
what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
All right, team. USAA is open to
Spouses and kids of military who joined, like me. And grandchildren if their parents joined. Are you eligible, Coach Brown?
It's complicated.
USAA. Become a member today.
My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my mother, Sam.
Espresso. That would keep me up all night.
Every drop, a new inspiration. Nespresso Samra Origins.
I'm not going to college. This band's got to work.
The song that you're working on. I wrote some lyrics.
The people you love in the center, the music will come.
The international games are back on NFL Network. And here our stars come out in the morning. Wake up and watch the game's best. Light up the world stage. 6 games across Europe. Return to London and debuts of double.
That's right. When do they return to London?
Snooze off. Game on. It's Sunday morning football. The NFL International Game.
September 28th. 10 days. 9 a.m. football.
All right, of course, they're trying to wrangle the troops. State Farm halftime show coming up. There's our gang surviving the follies in Green Bay last week. And then, yeah, I know, sure. And ready to go.
I missed that, right? I saw the video. It's like you guys had a hell of a
Tua, look at the throw. Incomplete.
By White. Taken for interest. Cardinal for Davis White. Now his 9th season of the year. Lee, last year, went to the Rams, went to Baltimore, comes back home here.
But you see Achane out there to the outside, gives you an idea of what kind of skill set he has as a running back to the lineup as a receiver. They want to move him around. Heck of a job of getting his arm, put that left arm on the back or on the body, work the right arm around him, and knock that ball away by the veteran White.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Tua looking down the field, running for his life. Throws it off his back foot. Incomplete.
3rd and 10 with 1:48 left.
Now they rush 4 that time, sit back in zone. All the eyes of that back 7 on Tua. So the pressure there able to affect Tua, made him very, very uncomfortable. You can see him, he didn't know to turn left and turn right, and eventually just get rid of the ball. Got to be careful here with 148. Josh Allen as good as any quarterback in the NFL in 2-minute offense.
Brown bumped up for this 3rd down.
Throws caught underneath by Hill. 1st down. He's still got it.
So on a 3rd and 10, Tyreek Hill comes to the rescue.
2 plays on this drive where Tyreek Hill just does things you just don't see very many players be able to make.
Minute 30 on the clock.
Where he helps out, finds a soft spot in the zone. His quarterback's running for his life. And then here, the yards after the catch, where they had him completely, they had leverage on him. The outside on both sides, and he's able to still stop and go and outrun that defense to get those 1st down yards.
Spin around, moving to 6. Took it down to a minute.
Work that clock.
Gordon in the backfield. They give it to him.
Gordon, couple yards, not much. 2nd and 5.
Miami has one of its timeouts, as does Buffalo, and the Bills, I think, have decided to use one here.
Buffalo's thinking about trying to get the ball back to Josh Allen.
Exactly. Back in 30 seconds.
Having insurance is the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the leadership of this captain, but getting that captain. I find motion on the port side.
Weird commercials.
What are we doing? We don't settle for just any insurance, and there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So 55 seconds. Last 2 drives, 2 quick 3 and outs. This drive, 10 plays, 48 yards, and it's consumed over 5 minutes.
And if ideally if you're Miami, you're thinking about points. Make the
2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5.
You want to try to get points with under 20 seconds to go. So Josh Allen doesn't have any time.
Buffalo has 1 timeout remaining. Tua to the outside.
A-chain can't get anywhere. 47 seconds on the clock.
Last timeout. 3rd down.
There may be some people watching this thinking, why is it Miami trying to get out of bounds? Why is the Miami one using their timeouts? Because they're smart. They know who they're going up against tonight in Josh Allen.
Right.
That's why Sean McDermott is thinking, hey, we want to try to give our guy time. But if we get him off the field here, make him kick a field goal, we're going to be able to give him maybe 35, 40 seconds to work with. Bills get the ball, again, to start the 2nd half in 3rd.
Exactly. They don't want to give 2 for 1. For 47 seconds.
All the numbers are pretty matched up, similar tonight.
Get a 1st down. We take him down to the nut. Take the timeout, at least get the field. Let's see what they got in store here. Tua
stepping up. He's going to run for it.
Going to get the 1st down. Slides to a stop at the 18-yard line. Now you got a 1st down. Yeah. Now you want to take your own timeout here. But they let the clock out. Now they get it.
Timeout at 30 seconds left.
Again, not the most comfortable when it comes to getting out of pressure and creating. but he's out here competing. And he realizes when this thing opens up and he's got everybody covered downfield, they're playing zone, they got eyes on him, he still was able to find enough room there that shows he's got enough speed to be able to get the first down. Good feel, didn't force it, didn't try to force it into one of his receivers like he's done a couple times, especially in Indy week 1. And then he smiled to avoid that big collision, and they get the timeout after the first down. Great job.
Yeah, big thing on several levels. If he gets sacked, I mean, they're still in field goal range with a lot longer field goal.
Well, they used it, but they just took too long to use it.
Half a minute. They have 2 timeouts at the 17. H.A. the running back. Tua, different behind he throws, and now at the 10-yard line, it's incomplete. Bounces into Connor's hands. What's in the record? He did make the grab. They say no, goes to put the heat on. 2nd and 10.
Initially, he got his arms underneath the football. That ball didn't skip to him. He got his arms under the ball, but it must have gone through and then hit right there. He keeps his elbows together. That's a catch, but instead it slid right through. Terry, in our picture here, up here in the booth, waving incomplete here with us. The official, the ball went right through his arms.
This is the 14th play of this drive. On 2nd and 10. H.A.
H.A. big run inside the 10.
Take a timeout here. Dorian Williams makes that time. You still have 1 remaining with 17 ticks.
Now I don't know if they're going to score a touchdown here, but as far as managing this drive, they converted on a few third downs.
Duck 2, how you doing?
When you go back to where this drive started and how it's played out, this is about as perfect of a drive as you can hope for Mike McDaniel. Now it's just a matter of what he told us on our Zoom. We get down here, we've got to score touchdowns because they know 17 Blues on the other side and how tough he is.
16 seconds left in the half.
Stephen Ross, the owner of the team, chairman of the board. Miami on this drive 4-4 on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Tua gets hit out the hill. Out of bounds with 11 seconds.
What a great job there by getting the ball to your playmaker, as you mentioned, out of the backfield. And because he's so sudden, even though the Bills are trying to force him back inside to make them use that last time out, he's able to not only pick up that first down, but with the speed and awareness.
11 seconds on the clock.
5 runs, 10 passes on this thus far 15-yard drive.
With that timeout, you can still run the ball.
Tua throws, touchdown. I think it's Waddle. It is Waddle.
Clap your hands! Able to get the snap, miss field goal, and down the field they go. 71.
Tie game going to be at halftime.
I think gave them some life, but then it was still up to the offense to put a productive drive together here, knowing that they had to put points up on the board and had to convert. They were able to execute. Look at 8 seconds left. Could not have been, as we said, any better for Mike McDaniel. What's interesting for me, I mentioned he can still run the ball. I think Tua saw the look that he wanted because look at this matchup right here and look at the cushion. Tre'Davious White ends up getting Waddle into line of scrimmage.
There's your boy Waddle.
Makes it really easy for Tua just to flip it out there.
8 seconds on the clock.
Waddle's able to make that play and get down for the touchdown. We got to go all the way back to the 3rd down where they blitzed the corner. This kept the drive alive where he scrambled, which isn't his game. He looked backside and finds Tyreek Hill in the soft spot in the zone. And here's Hill again. Yards after the catch. But they had him leveraged, and he outran the defense. So
he's playing your flex. Okay, gotcha.
the team is 0-2. Own fans doubting him. Signs over their own stadium about firing the head coach. And in a short week, in a tough environment, in a divisional matchup,
every reason to give up, and instead they fight back to get it to 14-all.
To tie the game with 8 seconds, Waddle, who was on the injury list this week with a shoulder injury.
Here's the kick.
To the end zone, they're going to run it out. And out past the 25.
Out to 25 to the 30. 2 seconds on the clock. I don't think they're going to do anything. Buffalo's getting the ball at halftime.
Watch family favorites like How to Train Your Dragon, the Bad Guys. Dude, Superman available to rent or buy on Prime Video. That time, Buffalo. Great night, 66 degrees.
Is that at what part of hotel down there?
No, sir, no. We were out this in the suburbs. I can start a hotel miles away.
Halftime as he takes the knee.
Meanwhile, field down here. Tied at 14. Bills get the second half. Kickoff will go to Keeley.
Sean, describe the challenges that Miami's offense is giving you.
Well, right now, that drive in particular was third down, third and longs. Our rushing coverage got to work better together.
Where do you see room for improvement for your offense in the second half?
Well, I thought we moved the ball well. We stalled out down here. We've got to come up with points, at least 3 right there.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Well, that was quick. The best fast interview.
14-all.
14-all. Halftime numbers are on, coming up by Doug in the chat. And we got 11 minutes till halftime's over. I don't know what that song is, but I'm going to talk over it.
Will you stop playing?
Never. Those who play make the world more fantastic, wild, wicked, beautiful. Who will stop playing?
This lake house isn't just a dream. It's where the people you love always find their way back. At Rocket Mortgage, we're more than a lender. We're a partner in one of life's biggest decisions. With smart tools.
All right, halftime here, everybody. Ryan Rowe, the Guardians did get the win today. Hello, Jennifer Caruso. Edgard, hello, welcome in.
Visit Rocket Mortgage.
Very close game here. Tied. You can't get any closer than that.
School plays went dark. This Adam was not on WhatsApp. This Adam was. So when this Adam texted a photo, it came out blurry.
Go Minnie in here with us.
No one could help. But this Adam sent an HD photo.
Nobody expected it to be this close to game, I can tell you that.
Have lights. Thanks, everybody. Actors.
No matter what kind of teeth you got brushed, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100%.
Buffalo will get the kick at halftime.
Starts with Oral-B.
Yes.
Yeah, Jennifer Caruso was running around the parks having a good time. Good for her. The Red Sox played earlier. They lost.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
Welcome everybody to the State Farm halftime show. Well, with 2 passing touchdowns in the first half, Josh Allen became the fastest player to reach 300 total touchdowns, including playoffs in NFL history. Buffalo and Miami tied at 14.
Everybody chatting as we got halftime coverage here.
And Richard Sherman, and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a game. That last drive by Miami went 5 for 5 on third down. The first catch for Jalen Waddle of the night results in a touchdown. Whit, what did you see that you liked?
Well, I think some of the things we were looking for in the first half, I think we didn't like that drive when they come out and they just threw it 3 and out there. That drive, they come out and they throw one, and then they say, hey, let's get to the run game. Let's get that physicality back in the offense.
And Miami's come out much stronger than expected.
Who we are, coming out and being physical. Tua making some plays with his legs. That's what I love to see. You can tell he's out here saying, hey, we got to turn this thing around. I'm going to do it with my legs. 2 third downs. He's able to use his legs and make some moves. One to throw it, one to get out of the pocket and run, and then finish it with that touchdown. I think it's a great effort by him saying, hey, I got this C on my chest. I'm going to find a way.
1.5 games out. Good for the Guardians. That's awesome.
But on the other side of the football, they're playing great defense, Vince. And I know you said, hey, they're just keeping everything in front of them. They're not really going after it. That's the way they got to survive this game. They want to keep them on the field, keep them in front of them, not let them score a ton of points, and then give their offense a chance. They were able to keep them to a field goal. They missed the field goal. They go down and score. We got ourselves a ball.
Yeah, rare miss by Matt Prater on that. Fits to that point in the pregame. We talked about how everybody needs on this Buffalo squad. 6 different guys have had a reception for this team. What are you seeing on that side of the ball?
Yeah, it's been really impressive. Now, they've only had 3 possessions, so that's been a big story.
That's crazy thing. Buffalo's only had 3 possessions.
Field goal. If this ball gets spread around versus Buffalo, they make it difficult for you. This was a great one here, Tony. We love this one in the green room. Kincaid, great catch, and then the run after. Tyrell Shavers, the guy's earned his way on the team the last 2 years. This is their big guy, Khalil Shakir. And the great thing is, he gets everybody involved. So we talked about Jackson Haas in the pregame. Tia Dawkins said he's the best young blocker he's ever seen. He gets rewarded with a touchdown there. It's really impressive. Josh with the visor, he hasn't broken a sweat yet. So we'll see how that affects him in the second half. Well, you just talked about it right there. Jackson Haas being a blocking tight end, one of the best as a rookie. And that's what they do. They lean on that double tight end set and sometimes bringing that extra offensive lineman. That establishes toughness and it creates a balance that between the pass and the running the football, it creates such an advantage for the Buffalo Bills offense. But look at these tight ends blocking. That is desire. That is going out there and saying, I'm going to block for my team. And then you get rewarded in the end. Right there, faking the block because they're expecting to run. And then he gets wide open for that touchdown pass. And then right here, Jackson Haas block it again. And then get rewarded with his first touchdown. He's going to take it home and show it to his mom tonight. That is his first touchdown as a pro.
He's going to take it home and show it to his mom tonight.
Triple tight end sets is a big part of this Buffalo Bills offense.
And Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. Now has 2 touchdown passes in 15 of his last 16 career starts against the Miami Dolphins. But hey, we got ourselves a game. Reminder though, when you're in Buffalo, what do you have to do, Ryan? You have to have wings. We are going to do our own take on it. They got preparations underway. Hot wing roulette, which is coming up after the game.
Oh, no.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Hot wing roulette. What is that?
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the expertise of this talking head.
Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick.
But getting that talking head.
And I'm Ryan Fitzplastic. You didn't do it, plastic. I'm plastic. I'll introduce you to my beard guy if you like.
Don't settle for just any.
That's weird.
When there's State Farm. Get off me. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Rated mature. Duracell AA's are assembled in the USA. But what about our competitors? They're made around the world. You can check for yourself.
Yeah, make sure you vote in the poll. We'll be getting rid of that at some point here.
Just kidding. You gotta pay for those.
Time now for tonight's Don't Settle moment presented by State Farm. And we're going back to Buffalo's second touchdown of the game. Josh Allen rolling out, hitting rookie tight end Jackson Haas with that double pass for a 5-yard score that gave Buffalo the 14-7 lead, but we're all tied up here at half. Earlier this week, there was some news that made everyone at this desk very happy. Prime Video will provide coverage of the 20.
Prime Video is going to do the Masters.
This exciting announcement means that Prime Video will stream 2 additional hours of the first and second round from Augusta National Golf Club, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern on April 9th and 10th to Thursday. And
Dave's Disney Dreams, welcome in.
as our resident golfer here here. How fired up were you when you heard this news?
This is unbelievable. All I know, Carissa, is that you better let them know.
I'll be right back.
About a Butler's cabin, because we're going to be hanging out, right, Church?
Church. I'm definitely going to be in there suited and booted, baby.
Booty, baby.
Vince, I know Augusta's a special place for a lot of reasons, but in particular because of Josh Allen and I.
Yeah, Josh and I have been going there together for the last 8 or 9 years. It is the most beautiful place on earth. Sam Darnold loves going to. Special place to attend.
Yeah, I know this was date there. That was April 2019. But of course, Tiger Woods winning the Masters that year, a very special one indeed. And we got a special game here. We are all tied up at half. Thanks for watching the State Farm halftime show. And as we go to break, we got ourselves a corgi race. Among the competitors, we have Napoleon Archie and Mr. Look at those cuties. The game we got a corgi race. We got a game here. We will see you guys post game. Enjoy the second half.
Pass it to him. He caught it. That's a touchdown.
New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Fair. Play your game.
Any questions?
How did you become the capital and bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you Hall of Fame?
Didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
Stats matter. Like 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. So the PIN and the Prostate Cancer Foundation want to encourage you to get screened.
And now through November, the PM is donating to cancer research with select purchases.
For people with eosinophilic esophagitis or EOE, you can treat your EOE or just deal with symptoms.
Duvixen is a breakthrough treatment proven to help reduce inflammation in the esophagus and improve swallowing.
Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away if you have trouble breathing or wheezing, or swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or throat. Tell your doctor if you are worsening joint aches, pain, or a parasitic infection or asthma. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Talk to your EOE specialist about Duvixen. I'm Paris Johnson Jr., pro football player. On the field, no one protected my quarterback. At home, Ring protects me. This season can be a grind, but Ring makes my life easy. Protect your home like I do with Ring. Shop now at Ring.com.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Week 3 of the NFL season continues Sunday on CBS and Fox, followed by Sunday Night Football as the Chiefs face the Giants on NBC. Then, Week 3 concludes with Monday Night Football as the Lions square off against the Ravens on ESPN and ABC. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Tonight's first half highlights are brought to you by iPhone.
High Mark Stadium, home of the Bills since 1973. Josh Allen ready to go up against the Miami Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. Punching forward, he's in. Allen throws to the sideline, open, reaching for it, making the grab into the end zone. Walton contained the touchdown. What a night already. Heavily favored Buffalo, but they've got their hands full right now. 14-14 at halftime. They'll get the ball to start the third quarter. Top stories, 9 straight home games against Miami with 2 or more touchdown passes. Like Dan Marino. The Jets' 16-play TV drive, the longest for Miami in 13 years. Living at the end of the half, and the quarterback comparison right there. That's 66 yards on 18 completions, but a couple of very big ones, obviously, for Tua and Allen for 97. So Buffalo ready to get the ball, and we start the second half at High Mark Stadium. Riley Jackson will send it down to Brandon Converton, and Ty Johnson set up at the goal line.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You sure? What's up? Big run. All the way out to the 40.
Mike, you told us that tonight would require your team's best football. How do you characterize what they've done throughout half?
So far, so good. But meaningless without another half. We have a lot of football to play and a lot of execution.
What is the priority for your defense?
You're playing one of the best players in the league. You got to be disciplined. You got to.
McDaniel has to be one of the worst interviews in the league.
Thank you.
First down and 10, handoff. Short gain, maybe 2. Welcome into You Sure. All of our friends in here tonight. Thank you for being here on Thursday Night Football.
First play, just kind of get things going here. Bang. Just sending a message there by Butler, 91, Matthew Butler. It's a nice job. He splashed, these first.
Second down and 9. The Bills need to do something on this drive if they want to change the momentum. Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line. Caught.
That's caught. But shot at the 46-yard line. Keon
Coleman with a short gain.
Third down and 2 for Buffalo.
Third down and 2. Third down and 2.
Pretty good pocket most of the night. In fact, only been.
My Orioles are getting blown out over here on the other screen.
Came up with that big third down sack to force the field goal that Dave Lynchton missed, but for the most part, he's been back there and able to survey this Dolphins secondary.
Third down, about 1.5 yards.
Third down and 1, 1.5. Shotgun, looking to throw. Caught, first down and more. Johnson on the catch. He'll get the first down. Late flag. Late flag.
And the call is illegal contact, number 29.
Illegal contact, Buffalo. Ignore it. What's up, Slim Jim boy? Welcome in.
Ty Johnson is their third down back. He does a good job in pass pro, but here they were able to leak him out. He's checking for the potential blitz of 20 there, Brooks. But Brooks ends up taking a man coverage. Say, Josh Allen, that's probably the area he's grown. One of the areas he's grown the most is taking it off. A little bit of that touch ball, a little simple routine throw instead of putting a lot of heat on it. It's a little touch ball, easy completion.
First down.
Underneath, caught. First down and more inside the 30. Shakir.
To the 29-yard line.
Down to the 29.
Willie Gay came on the blitz. Josh Allen sees it, sees everything. But he sees his pressure right here, and he says, "Okay, no problem. Let's get the ball out." Right where that blitz came from, big space.
Shotgun, looking to throw. First and 10. Incomplete. Knockdown. We got another flag here. Ernesto Guzman, what's up? Welcome in. Well, happy birthday.
Grab onto him.
Holding number 73 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down. To get a job as a referee, you have to have great guns, don't you? I mean, biceps.
Yeah.
This is like the old Ed Hockey League. This Terry McCauley shaking his head.
He's always in the gym pumping iron.
Of course.
You got to live up to that reputation that Ed started years ago.
You have to.
And then you got to do it with a tight shirt. That's medium.
Very important.
Yeah.
No matter what the temperature is. Tonight's perfect. Good luck doing that December. I don't know.
First down and 20. First and 20.
Allen steps up.
Allen's going to take off running. He's got the first down almost. He slides. We got a lot of pushing and shoving going on.
Tyrell Dodson, but he falls for that ball fake there. We've seen him flip it a couple times. Kincaid and Sidney Douglas with a early comeback in that start.
2nd down and 1. Hey, Yoo-hoo, welcome in.
See Josh Allen there defending his guys.
Happy birthday to Ernesto.
Dodson eventually catches up to him. He's giving up on the play, and Dodson finished. Kincaid didn't like that at all. Dodson and Kincaid. Now 2nd down and 1.
2nd down and 1. Dumps it underneath. Caught. 1st down and more. Down the sideline, Kincaid. He's going to get stopped at the 1. Stopped at the 1.
Really good job.
1st and goal with the 1.
Two of the receivers. Shakir does a good job. You also see Elijah Moore, 10 and 18. How about that arm angle? A little flip there by Josh Allen. And Kincaid with the speed almost takes.
Orioles getting shut out tonight, 7-0.
Fitzpatrick. Pittsburgh 1st down and goal now.
1st and goal for the 1. Shotgun, empty backfield. Look at the throw. Now look at the run. He lost yards.
For a loss of 2. And a flag comes into the air. Again, you got Spencer Brown, the right tackle that time. And Jordan Brooks just, Dolphins make a good play, and then they make a middle error. I mean, the play stops. He's the leader in the middle of his defense, but he takes it too far. It's the 2nd time on this series. They hit Josh Allen late. Number 20 in the rebound.
Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
The play is over. Nothing wrong. You always want to see a defense be aggressive, but you got to be smart. You come up with a heck of a stop, and now the whistle plays over, and you take it down right in front of the official. Instead of a 2nd and goal, 1st and goal now. The ball at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Cooks. Touchdown. That was too easy of a drive down the field.
Spencer Brown at right tackle. This rookie, Jackson Halls, how much fun is he to watch? You know, it's a reputation as a great blocker, but as you said, it made it look very, very easy on that right side. Open it up, and Cook just walks in with a touchdown. Cook, 10 carries, 76 yards. Matt Prater for the extra point. Thanks that through. So that drive opens up the 2nd half. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to do it. And Buffalo backed up on top, 21-14.
Everything is getting more expensive.
Average grocery bill is now at its prices are up. But not at Metro. We've lowered prices. One line of unlimited 5G is now $40, period. And a free Samsung 5G phone, only at Metro.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp pickles, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Ooh, that crumb looks giant next to that tiny price. The Colonel lives, so we...
Colonel lives. 7-point game back to it here.
Resorts, you can simply arrive or make an entrance. Stick to the agenda or experience something unexpected. With IHG's 20 hotel brands, you can guess how you guessed.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary? Well, hang on, Parker. What are you doing?
Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
Stairs? How practical.
Okay, what if I throw a little mud around?
Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, how wide?
Is it being stylish and techy?
Oh, boy.
No, yes, no. Doesn't need to be roomy enough for the family. I have no idea who these people are.
Just pretend.
Or is it about how many lovable pets it feels comfortable?
Oh,
What's up, Keith? How you doing, buddy?
Safety first.
More Thursday night action right here on the channel. Glad everybody's here.
Anything else, Parker?
Is it the hybrid engine that goes for miles and miles? What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Ah, there's your answer.
When you make your dip super creamy with hummus, your new boyfriend can know nothing about football.
Oh, you touched it down. So the team.
And still fit in just fine.
Have you tried the
Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, it's fun.
Miami to get the ball back here.
Well, you talk about a man of the people. Ryan Fitzpatrick, ladies and gentlemen, grabs the mic. Cold and winter night in Buffalo. Gets him going crazy.
I mean, I don't know why they cut to that shot. Well, that's right now. What the heck's going on here?
I don't know why they cut to that shot either. Oh, that's a rough shot. My Orioles just lost. Another loss, another notch in the loss column for them this year.
You aren't quite Jim Kelly here, but they love you.
Yeah, thank you. They enjoy the dad bods here, I'll tell you that.
Without question. Kickoff here, fielded at the 3-yard line.
Here's the kickoff, the return to the 20, out to the 25, tackled at the 28. First down, and then Dolphins right from there.
It's quite a drive by the Dolphins at the end of the first half.
It was, and it was the missed field goal before that, too, that was the big deal. I was sitting down there debating with Sherm. They're sitting back and only rushing 4 the whole time. No blitz and march coming after them. He said, that's exactly what's got to happen. They got to miss a field goal. We got to get a sack on third down because they're depleted on defense.
Yeah, no, back in, especially Bradley Chubb. If Miami can hang around, that's definitely a play to remember.
From the 29-yard line.
From the 29-yard line, first down and 10. Quick dump off. Waddle hit right away for a loss. Waddle's hit for a loss.
You know, you've been in a situation before. Miami comes in, big underdog, a lot of stuff going on. The coach is on the hot seat. What are you trying to think about as a collective unit at that point? What are you trying to do?
You got to stay together. You can't fracture. And what I like, when Waddle scored that touchdown last week, there was no celebration. He busted out the Waddle this week, which is important for team morale.
Handoff.
You keep it on the ground. You know, a couple third and long.
Nothing. Third down and long coming up. 3rd and 11.
Making sure that the guys are coming in and out of the huddle or doing fast transitions with the substitutions. Because as a quarterback, when you saw Tua competitively make some plays there with his legs, everything falls on you and your urgency in this situation.
We'll see if they keep this drive alive. He had 4 third down conversions on the touchdown drive. They don't want to give up the touchdown to start the second half, then go 3 and out quickly. They're facing that possible dilemma here, 3rd and 11.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Down the field he goes. Incomplete. He was looking for Hill. He jumped up, but nope.
They're talking this week with Tua. You see a man looks like Taylor Rapp possibly who made a play on the ball. It's actually the corner, Christian Benford. But it's normal rules don't apply when Tyreek Hill is running a post. Usually in this situation with a safety in the middle of the field, you're not just going to throw it up, but you're betting on him to go up and high point the ball and make a play on it. Where Benford went down. 3rd down.
9:01 in the 3rd here. They're about to punt back to Buffalo.
They didn't even come down with that catch.
Anyway, you've earned your keep here. Go pay your raps and do it now. Brian Fitzpatrick.
Let it storm. Let it thunder. High mountains, deep as a river, from rain or sunshine. It's been cloudy or sunny, but I'm with you, baby. I'm with you, rain or shine.
Nope.
Standing still, help, God don't slide. Stand up straighter than an old trail guy. And hold your cheese, your hopes, your dreams, and your bees. Paso, yo, El Paso.
This is the new Dell AI PC with Intel inside. It's a U multiplier, so you can do stuff way faster and be done way sooner.
Jess is taking the Tide Boosted test.
This is my sister's.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other guy can't match Tide Boosted Clean. Looks like we pass.
Yes.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. It's got to be Tide.
Who's it?
It's no window. Ah, you could get into the action right now.
Now?
Now.
Waiting for them to return.
That was fast. It's like that montage.
New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win.
The party continues after the game with the JCPenney postgame show.
It's going to be very fun to watch.
It's the biggest bash in Lake. So grab your crew and join up.
I've never seen anything like it.
The JCPenney postgame show after the game.
We are going to live in the NFC West the next couple of weeks. We've got
Seattle and Houston next Thursday night.
kickoff at 8:15 East.
Seattle and Houston next week.
We got the 49ers and the Rams. So the next 2 weeks we'll see the whole NFC West on Thursday Night Football. Good travel for Mr. Michael as a company living out west. Yeah, you on the other hand, not so much. Doing 87 games. So fourth down, here's the punt.
Here's the punt. Taking it to 20. Dropped. And he falls on it. Buffalo holds on to it.
Disaster for the Bills. He's able to recover. Well, that's the break.
Buffalo retains.
If you're going to come on the road and try to win a game like this, you got to try to come up with opportunities to take advantage of a mistake. Bonner's right there, and heck of a job of getting that football back there. Very, very close. Covington able to just get it back. 55-yard punt. 7 himself. Nothing off on the sideline.
First down and 10.
At the 20. Allen is 15 of 17 for 147.
Short run. Got about a yard. Second down and 9. Second and 9.
Jack Jones, known for his ability to cover, but this time on that blitz, gets a good job of getting underneath and then showing some toughness there on 1st and 10. Dolphins roll the dice, and it pays off backside there. Great effort.
Second down and 9 is the 21.
Second down, 10. Ray Davis is out of the back. Takes the hand on, and the pass is caught. That's covered well as well. Elijah Moore had a big play earlier on. Jack Jones again with the coverage this time. 3rd down and 9 for the Bills. Back-to-back plays at Dolphins. Anthony Beaver, the defensive coordinator, dialing it up, bringing some pressure. That time it's Ashton Davis, the safety. But most importantly, able to keep their eyes up and be able to push the receiver out of bounds there after a very short game. This is what you need. This is an opportunity on 3rd down. Halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Bills up by 7. 3rd and 9.
Shotgun looking to throw. Caught. Short gain. 3rd down coming up.
The first down, they go to Dalton Kincaid. So Miami creates a 3-out. Gets the ball back. They did their job. You know, that's exactly what they needed. They had a nice punt, able to flip the field. Instead of giving up Josh Allen some first downs and moving the football, they get a 3-and-out to get the ball back to Tua. See what this Dolphins offense can do to respond. Still within a possession here. So Cameron Johnston comes in to punt. It's Buffalo's first punt of the night.
Buffalo's first punt of the night.
Underneath, 25-yard line, Malik Washington.
Washington returns it to the 40.
And Miami to take over with 6.5 to go in the third.
6 minutes into the third. Miami about to take over here.
It's your bag, sir. Go get that away. Oh, you the Geico Gecko. I'm a huge fan. I filed a claim for my car with the Geico app. Only took 2 minutes. Well, I mean, car goes all about getting more than just savings. Next time, how about less fluid ounces? Fair enough. Oh, you use this much syrup? Well, my skincare routine requires...
Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at out there in football land.
You took all of them. Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico. Have a nice one.
It's week, what, 3 of the season, and feels like we've had so much football already. It's a crazy time of year with playoff baseball getting ready to kick in. So many races still undefined right now in baseball as we go through.
Choose your shot. Take it. Choose to get in there. Even better, get out there. That's it. Way out there. Choose your calling. Choose to really care. Choose to go for it. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
Got to run through this commercial break real quick here.
You see collectibles, ICUs,
I don't think anybody expected Miami to play this well right now.
Don't just happen. For every highlight you see, there's thousands of hours of work you don't. Well, you put in the work and bet on yourself. You create an impact. It isn't just seen in the stats, it's felt throughout the world. Create your moments that they'll never forget. Ball over everything. Rated E for everyone.
Thursday Night Football on Prime.
It's on.
Let them know.
Next Thursday, the Seattle Seahawks take on the Arizona Cardinals.
That might not be a half bad game next week.
Next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS. You're looking at Tua is done.
Tua's actually played a really good game tonight.
Time to throw over 3 seconds, which would be the slowest of his entire career. But there's something to think about. 8 of his 13 passes behind the line of scrimmage. That's why that average is so tight. Did take a shot last time out to Tyreek Hill that ended up being an incompletion.
In 20 attempts, 63 total yards. Little flip back.
Handoff, flip tack. Short run, gain of about 6. Coming up on 6 minutes in the third.
I think if you look at the different ways to attack as an offense, they typically use a lot of motions and a lot of different things. I think they have had a streamlined short week.
What's up, Sean? Welcome in.
Starters up front, still trying to build continuity. So, yeah, I think they have had to simplify it tonight.
2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5.
Play action. Look at the throw. All day.
He's on the sideline, but the receiver falling down. That's Hill.
Hill fell down.
Slow coming back before a 3rd and 5.
The important thing here against Benford, he wants to get his hands on it to disrupt the time, and he beats him off the line. Little hold there, but then he just loses his footing there. He keeps his feet because he wanted the line of scrimmage. They had a shot there for first down.
Crowd again rising as one, as they often do, when the defense faces the 3rd down. From the 41.
We got a timeout, it looks like.
And they got a false start here.
And left tackle. Well, Buffalo get a timeout there before the false start.
First charge timeout, Buffalo.
First charge timeout, Buffalo.
Tua comes to the sideline here. We can tell you that it's time for the crowning performance presented by DraftKings Pick 6, the peer-to-peer fantasy product. Tua 63 passing yards with that 1 TD. Allen 153. 17.
All right, here we are coming back to the field. 3rd down and 5.
The McDaniel's calling this game. 63 yards. I said before the game, Al, if there's 63 yards through the air, 5:47 to go in the third, the game's over, right? Right. But he's calling the game and managing the game, playing complimentary football because he's within a possession. He's trying to play smart football.
Yeah, that was a perfectly managed drive, that 16-play drive with the usage of the timeouts and the play call. Got him back into the game. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. About to get hit. Tua running for his life.
Faced by 3 Bills.
Throws it incomplete.
Basically away down the left sideline.
4th down and 5. They're going to punt again with 5:40 on the clock. Back to Buffalo.
Washington, who is stacked. If you look at Waddle in front, 6 behind in Washington, and look at the eyes of Tua, and look at the protection. That ball's out right there. That's a first down. Instead, his eyes are there, his feet are not, and he comes off it.
Jake Bailey to punt now for the 4th time, averaging 52 yards per move. Sky high kick. Fielded barefoot at the 16 by Patrick Bateman. 5.5 to go in the 3rd. Allen back to work. Goes up by 7. An ankle kick.
Man, this takes a lot.
The Brewers losing. They still losing. Oh, they're winning 5-2. Nice. Brewers came back.
Only at Taco Bell.
Fresh toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the
The
traffic.
best part of the sleepovers the next day. That's what the game's on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compromise.
What?
Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-view.
The best college and pro games all in one place.
Oh, here we go.
Have you tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see those two do a movie sometime soon. Seems like it's been a while.
This is the new Dell AI PC with Intel inside. It helps save you time because it does all your busy work for you, so you can get busy doing what you want to do.
5:32 in the 3rd.
You're feeding my ground dog Blue, right?
Purina One.
But Blue's got deboned chicken. Chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
Only the ServiceNow platform connects every corner of your business, putting AI agents to work for people.
Like secret agents.
No, more like autonomous minions that you control.
To do what?
Well, Jim's agents resolve simple customer issues, and Patty's agents flag network problems.
Proactively.
Yep.
Love my agents. Wait, you all have agents?
Oh, yeah. And on the ServiceNow platform, everyone's agents work together so everything works better.
Yeah, a lot of people are hoping Tua does okay. Guess you have to wait and see, you know.
For the first time ever, it's CNC versus FTR. That's in the ballot. Legacy. I take my pound of flesh. You're dirty man. AEW all $12 from Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. Live Saturday, September 20th.
Time now for Driven for More, presented by Hyundai. So that's the legendary Anchor Bar, home of the original Buffalo Wing, and they are serving up what Josh Allen's cooking. The reigning MVP has thrown or scored a touchdown in every home game since 2020. He's tallied at least 40 total touchdowns in a record 5 straight seasons. And over the last half-decade, Allen has led the league's most prolific offense, averaging nearly 30 points per game. Guys, I'm hungry. Have you had any wings since we got to Buffalo?
Yeah, we got some in the booth here, okay? Yeah, come on up.
Of course you do.
Of course we do.
Al's got it all here in the booth.
Of course. Caviar, you name it. Quad wrap. 1st and 10 now. Allen.
1st and 10, Allen with a slight run.
You know, with Josh, he comes from a tiny town, Fireball, California, population somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000. It is the cantaloupe capital of whatever. They have the Cantaloupe Festival every summer. He of course, has been the
2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6.
very proud of that.
Hi.
You know, he said, I was thrilled to get drafted by Buffalo. He said, I was going to be much more comfortable in a smaller town than going to New York or Los Angeles or places like that.
So they handpicked a better spot.
Correct. 2nd down and 6.
Handoff, short run.
And the other thing, too, is He's not the highest paid guy in the league. It's almost like Tom Brady in a way in the league. You leave some money on the table so you can take care of the back end of the roster.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think as far as superstars go, what a great teammate. You know, even though he's the MVP of the league.
3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2.
Incredibly receptive. He talked about how, hey guys, you know, we're in Buffalo. We're hanging out, playing video games together, going out to eat together. It really impacts the team and the culture that Sean McDermott is trying to create.
Yeah. It's a great love affair. Being with the town with him. Ty Johnson.
He's going to look to throw.
Dancing, throw.
Underneath, complete at the 30. Shavers makes the catch. 1st down and 10 is the 31.
For a touchdown. And here on a 3rd down and short, they sit back, try to keep some eyes on him, and drop, in fact, the defensive lineman there, Sealer, but he's still able, with all that time, able to just find a hole. Shavers does a good job of sitting down in it. And there's a 1st down.
3:30 on the clock.
18 of 20. On a roll. Has time.
Throws on a roll.
And then throwing it out of bounds. 2nd down.
Out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd down.
6'5", 237 pounds. He'll change to the arm angle there. Get it out quickly to Kincaid. Little flip there. A la Brett Favre. And there's the accuracy to be able to get the ball to his tight end, a chance to be able to make a play to get into the end zone. Another ball fake because he flips it on the run so much. Makes the linebackers aware of that and concerned when he takes off that he might do that. So able to use that ball fake like a big power forward on the breakaway.
2nd and 10. They brought down 3.
Pressure coming. Incomplete.
Douglas with good coverage on the play. Look, the official said, "No, I didn't catch him."
And if you're the Bills and you're Joe Brady and Josh Allen, this is your guy. Like Keon Coleman, even whether it's getting physical over there or not, Keon Coleman's got to become this guy into the boundary that makes that play consistently. 6'4", 215 pounds, ball strong. It's coming back to it in position. You got to use your hands and make that catch, especially a one-possession game.
2nd round pick out of Florida State last year. 3rd 10. Deep drop.
Oh, he drops it.
Ty Johnson can't handle that. So the Miami defense stiffens again, playing so much better tonight than in the last 2 games.
You're so right. It's like watching a different team. And we talked in the open about, we don't know what the final score is going to be, but the way they look defensively the first couple games, just come out and play as a group and fight. You get backed into a corner. Let's see what you're made out of. And tell you, considering what they're facing tonight, they played very well to keep them in this game.
And don't forget, they gave up points on the first end drive.
Here's some punt.
The season, all 7 and 3 last week before they stiffened up.
Minimal return.
At the 32-yard line. So Friday nights are for the NWSL on Prime. Tomorrow at 8 Eastern Time, the Orlando Pride take on the North Carolina Courage, only on 11.
We did our game last week with the Commanders and the Packers in Green Bay, and it just felt like Green Bay was up by so much, and eventually they would go on to win a game. And we kept looking up the score and thinking, man, it's a one-possession game. And here we are a week later in Buffalo, and
2:58 on the clock in the 3rd.
Very much in command of this game, and yet with 2:58 to go in the 3rd, here's Miami down 7.
From the 33-yard line, they begin this drive.
Pressure coming. Got the running back. Gain of about 8 or 9. Hello, Sullivan. Yeah, maybe that. Sullivan. Huh? No, I don't need any food at all. Sullivan, get out from under me. What are you doing?
Johnson miss to be able to pick up those yards after the catch. It's
I'm gonna do that. Thank you. Come here, Sully. Come up. Look, there's nothing under there. Nothing under there.
Second and 1. Breaking it.
Handoff, first down.
Going to the 42-yard line. The rookie's looking very good tonight.
I can't remember the last time they had a back like this to give them, with all this speed, a guy that can run between the tackles and do this. Be able to shake off of a would-be tackler and be able to pick up big yards after that. That's not a gain of 1 and 2. Keeps his balance, and he's got the speed to show you what he can do. I guess maybe Ronnie Brown. I don't remember the last back they had that can do that kind of thing. That power.
Ricky Williams.
That's going way back.
Of course it is. It's me. Way back. Way back machine.
Handoff, off tackle, hit the backfield. Thank you. Have a good night. Love you. Because you're going to Virginia? Okay. You're going for the weekend? Okay. Is he staying here? Okay. All right.
He does for his defense, 8 right in the middle.
You picked the Bills in the poll.
The center, Aaron Brewer, to be able to climb up to that second level. That's textbook tackle. Great job. His instincts are really what separate him. He's not a big linebacker, 6'1", 225 in the middle, but great job and great football IQ.
Second and 12. Tua flips it open. Not a flag is down. Julian Hill.
They got a lineman downfield. We saw that earlier. I think it's the rookie to left.
Got a lineman downfield. Ineligible downfield. Gonna bring it back. This is gonna come close to running out the third quarter. We'll be into the fourth quarter. This game will be done before 11 o'clock. Nah, maybe not that.
Meanwhile, the Dolphins defense, or the Bills defense, they're going downfield with the speed. They finally get the ball to the tight end, Julian Hill. That's a first down and more. And instead, push it way back, close to midfield, and 2nd and 17.
Jonas MIAvsBUF.
3rd and 17. About to get hit. Throws, running back, hit right away.
There, 3rd and 1.
I'm going to put a little asterisk by that 2nd down play because, boy, that's one to remember. You know, this first 3 weeks for Miami, it's been a lot of mistakes, right? The first couple.
That should end the third. We got 15 minutes left in the game, and that's it.
What to remember depending on how this drive ends.
That takes us to the 4th quarter, under 3. Buffalo 21. Miami 14 on Thursday Night Football.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit, cracking this group's windshield and causing the night to take an unexpected turn. Inside, they were greeted by Edna's warm welcome. A blank stare, equal cut.
Fourth quarter coming up here.
Football that no one wanted to change, ever. So they pulled out the BetMGM app and put together a live parlay. But what would the 4th leg be? Bingo. New York. Soon, the whole barn was pulling for that parlay. Make it a place you'll never forget. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
It used to take 5 apps and a spiritual journey to find a game. Now there's no more searching. Fire TV does all the work.
All right, fourth quarter coming up.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good. No outlet? No problem. Choose a better, faster, longer-lasting PC powered by Snapdragon.
Fall, the perfect time for football and feeding yellow. I'm not gonna wait to feed my lawn. I'm gonna do it during the fall.
You gotta feed it.
Feed it.
Feed it.
Boys, what do we tell our neighbors in the fall?
Feed it.
Strengthen to protect all winter with Turf Builder.
All right, fourth quarter coming up here.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's gonna be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it. Why?
Why? It's 40 degrees below. Do you think we're standing here for fun? Red Bull gives you wings, but only if you drink it.
Back at Buffalo, tonight's area beverage presented by Royal Caribbean. And it's the top of the Liberty Building. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
3rd and 14.
Here in Buffalo, Al Michaels, Bertram Street, Bailey Barton. It's 3rd down and 14, and a little lateral here, dangerous play.
Little pick and ladder, but they didn't get it all. 4th and 3 or 4 coming up.
It felt like they were calling that play. A little bit of a risk there, throwing all the way across the field to set up this play. Mike McDaniel already knew he's probably, if they were able to execute there, they're probably going to be in a 4th and 4, 4th and 5, and here they are. Right, 36-yard line, 4th down and 4.
Fourth and 4, they're going for it.
To the outside. Tua looks that way.
Gets it off to Waddle, 1st down.
So Waddle, 2 big catches tonight. One, of course, went for the touchdown. That goes for 15 on a 4th down. Well, you can't ask for much more than this. One of your fastest receivers against White, who's got some age, coming off some injuries, man-to-man, a little crosser. Just a foot race. You got to outrun him, which he's able to do. Tua in rhythm.
Ain't get any pressure on him.
He's able to step up, make an accurate throw, and they're able to overcome the illegal man downfield to keep this drive alive and set it down.
Watch Tua get intercepted.
Tua finally gets to 100 yards. His 26th pass of the night.
Big run.
Through the middle, 1st and goal. Devon Achane.
Achane, 1st and goal.
Carried 9 times, 56 yards, but 7 for total gain of 14 here. How about the backside? We talk about the Bills and their job of working on the backside that time. A heck of a job by that big offensive line, pushing and opening that play up to the back. Great vision as well. Big block by Larry Quan. He moving to the outside. Chan again. 2nd and goal. McDaniel Brunskill has come into the game. Should mention that for Keon Smith. Doing a heck of a job there. That was a part of that before him, as you mentioned, on that backside. He's now in. He's the guy that can play center or guard. And right now it's in there. They're using everybody this week.
2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal.
Yet here they are. Showing a lot of pride, fighting tails off. 2nd and goal. Front. They'll drop it 1.
Play action, throws to the end zone, caught. Hill. 21 all here.
A point away from tying the game.
Wow.
A rout by Tyreek Hill. And good patience off that play action by Tua to let him be able to set up Benford on this route. Sells it to the inside and it works back to the outside. Meanwhile, Tua, coming off the play action, gets some pressure, throws it off the back foot perfectly where Hill can come down with that touchdown. What a drive. Riley Patterson to tie the game. And he does.
Extra points good. Tied at 21. 12 minutes left.
Left in regulation. 21.
Anybody else not suspect this? Big surprise here tonight. I knew Miami was going to play better than they had. I didn't expect them to be this good.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey about NFL Sunday Ticket month to month, he hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket month to month. Now join and cancel anytime.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500.
Big shock. I expected 80-7 with McDaniel to do another word salad post-game interview. Jennifer says, I picked the Dolphins. Wow.
Dependability comes standard. Chevrolet.
So many pulled the Dolphins to win.
This Adam is on WhatsApp.
Everyone here? Yep. Everyone on the WhatsApp group got the event invite and the location change.
We'll see what happens here.
Everybody here? No one showed up.
I texted the group. We moved into your place.
With all the RSVP texts, no one noticed the location change. This party was a huge. Wow, this one was just a tiny. Sorry, Larry.
There's no one late.
Oh. What makes a carnival vacation fun? A little bit of everything for everyone. Like being this far above sea level, this deep in relaxation, dishing up delicious food. So no matter what you choose, no one does fun like Carnival.
21 all, 12 minutes.
But he's played quarterback on the road and played smart. Here, down inside the 10. Look at the timing of this. He's getting pressure, throws off his back foot. By the way, he's still running his route. Ball's being released. He throws that to his spot because of the timing. He understands with Tyreek Hill. Perfectly executed and a great job. When Tua's had his opportunities to deliver, he has stepped up. And number 10, often tonight, has been on the other end.
And Hill ended last season by saying, I want out, and walked that back.
Here comes the kick.
49 yards.
Touchback.
And the new touchback rule is after the 35-yard line. Brown is coming.
35-yard line.
The Bills or their fans thought it'd be 21-21 with 12-18 to go in the ball game, but this is going to be a great drive. It's going to be fun to see how Josh Allen, who's as confident as any quarterback in this league, responds after Tua just tied this game up.
And the Miami D doing its job tonight again, shredded at Indy. Last week we gave up scores on the first three drives before they finally settled down, even though they lost the game. And tonight some big, big stops.
First down and 10. First and 10. Pitch around the outside. Cook. Gain of 10. First down. 11-yard run for Cook.
For a first down. Yeah, Spencer Brown, the right tackle, 79, 85 there. You see him, the rookie Jackson Pauls is able to open that up, and it doesn't take much room at all because of the vision and the acceleration of James Cook. He finds that crease, and he is gone.
13 carries, 92 yards. 14 carries.
Cook, short run.
Let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS on James Cook. 71 total yards after contact, entering this drive, almost 6 yards after contact per carry. See at the bottom, fourth most yards, third most average of a career. So this guy, he's undersized, but runs with great heart and determination. Really become a complete back over the last couple of years.
71 of the 90.
Shotgun formation. Look at the throw underneath, caught. Cook again. Just shy of midfield.
Cook at that point, third down.
Remember now, as much as this offense is capable of doing, Miami's made some adjustments in its second half. The last two drives that the Bills have had the ball, this defense is forcing to punt the football, and they got them to a third down again. Get Jalen Phillips moved inside here.
Elijah Moore on the left side, wide left. Allen looking that way, Allen throwing that way, and that's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Coverage is good. Trying to get it to Moore.
Trying to get it to Moore. They're going to punt.
With the coverage. Fourth
Wow.
Jack Jones, we've seen him make some plays tonight against the run. What I want you to watch is his eyes. Sits back. Now he sees the ball about to be thrown. That's when he reacts. And look at him work around with that. His body gets the right arm out in front of the receiver, anticipating that throw because of the down and distance, and is able to knock that away. Josh Allen says, come on, man, he's on his back. Where's the flag?
No ball. Third straight punt for the Bills. Cameron Johnson came over from Pittsburgh. Brad Robbins got released.
There's the kick. Got it off.
Punt is with a flag down, and the punt's
There's a flag down. They might have ran into the punter.
2-yard line, but you've got Zach Sealer making contact.
That's exactly right. He roughed him. He blew him up.
Number 92. Roughing the kicker is going to be a first down.
Right, running into it would have been a 4th and 2.
Yeah, no, he blew
first down.
Blew him up.
Automatic first down for Buffalo.
8-year veteran, one of the best players on this defense, blows up the long snapper and tries to make the play. And because of that effort, it cost him. Clearly roughs the punter. And the Bills catch a break.
Terry, you're in compliance with that call, huh?
Absolutely, Al. He follows through with forcible contact to the plant leg, automatic 15.
Again, the third.
10 minutes left in the game.
They would have had Josh Allen and this offense off the field. Mm-hmm. And now you're going to give him the football at the 36-yard line, but in a tie game.
Instead of Miami would have had it on its own field. Yeah.
Handoff, Buffalo. Inside the 30.
30-yard line. 10 minutes left in regulation.
You know, you have this offense somewhat bottled up, and you just feel like at any moment, especially after a break like that, at any moment.
21 all on that. 21 all.
It hits a crease and goes 30, or they catch you with your eyes in the backfield and they hit play action and hit a tight end. You just feel
second down and 4. Second and 4.
Bottling up this offense until something's going to give.
Pitch. Cook again. Cuts it back, but he'll be short.
Mika Fitzpatrick started his career with the Dolphins, went to Pittsburgh, then comes back in the Crickets. Jalen Ramsey the other way. Johnny Smith as well. Third down and 1.
Third down and 1. Third and 1.
Every third down now big. Under 9 to play. Johnson, the third down back.
Handoff up the middle. First down inside the 20. Or down close to the 20. Approaching 8 minutes.
And getting upfield, the left side really didn't have anybody to block. He was able to hit that underneath because the defense was, like I said, coming upfield, so they convert. And now down in this red zone area, things get tighter. Josh Allen, typically the ball comes out quicker. Always got to factor in his legs down here, especially in a tight game in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw underneath, caught Palmer. Second down and 5.
And he just saw soft coverage on his inside receiver. Just said instead of
yeah, they are, Neil.
Real elaborate, it's just
that they are.
Easy yards here, positive yards.
9 different receivers tonight They had 9 in the opener against Baltimore. They had 8 last week. Spreading the wealth. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Play action. Shakir, touchdown. Shakir down the sideline, touchdown.
Good indicator that they've got man-to-man coverage. It's what Buffalo likes to do. They motion, see how the defense responds. Corner goes with him. They know what they got. Now just get to him quickly. Couple blocks. How about Kincaid right there? He's able to seal the edge and the speed and quickness of Shakir to be able to get upfield after that reception. It's a foot race and an easy touchdown there for the Bills.
Allen now 200 regular season touchdown passes.
Extra points, good.
So the roughing.
Ruffy, the kicker, plays into it.
It's the killer on this drive. 28-21. Bills.
7 minutes left when we come back. 7 minutes.
Oh, nobody inside.
Nope.
I already told your buddies. A lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling. 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, fellas!
Tradition.
Hope you're having a good time here with us today.
These farmers us to make Tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels to make elements.
7 minutes left.
Artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives.
See what happens on this kickoff here.
Go Bills.
Kiko thought she was an insomniac, but actually, she was just a workaholic. You were made to take time off. We were made to save you time with easy-to-book packages. Expedia, made to travel.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan,
Gemini, show me the concealer.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
yes, boyfriend of the year. Say a lot. We met a lot of women.
Gemini, is my houseplant leaning away because it hates me?
Nothing personal.
See if I can find this game.
Gemini, any pointers on my downward dog?
We get it. It's a Google Pixel 10 Pro from Verizon.
Oh, appreciate you.
Looking for the biggest names in the game? Check out TNF Nightcap, presented by Halston.
Check the homes, everybody.
The stars come out on TNF Nightcap, presented by Halston after the game.
Oh, that's not the game. Thought it was, but it's not.
Investigating accusations of domestic violence against Tyreek Hill in filings made earlier this month related to his divorce. Hill's ex-wife alleges he was violent with her on 8 separate occasions dating back to January 2024. He's denied this and has not been charged criminally. In 2015, Hill pleaded guilty to domestic violence charges stemming from his time at Oklahoma State.
You know, he's no stranger to.
All right, here comes the kickoff.
Traded to Miami first base, but for the moment, league investigates and see what happens. Here's the kick at the 9-yard line.
That's a 9-yard line. Bring it all the way back out to the 38. Big return out to the 38.
How about Ollie Gordon? The effort in this last drive to be able to get almost 18 yards after contact. 4th and 4. Hit a crosser here to Jalen Waddle. Keep the drive alive. And then here, the timing off the play action by Tua to find Tyreek Hill for the touchdown that tied it up. Now, that's the last time they had the ball. The Bills obviously taking the lead. But Mike McDaniels called a heck of a game.
First down and 10.
From the 37 on first down.
Handoff, short run. Not much on that.
talked earlier about it. Tua's not having a game where you're going to look up and say, oh, he's throwing for 350. He's only throwing for 105, but 2 touchdowns. And more importantly, no turnovers, no interceptions, making good decisions, not forcing the ball.
Play action. Look at the throw. Incomplete.
Probably would have been out of bounds anyway, just over the shot. So now 3rd down and 8.
Now that's one of those throws where you're thinking, what happened there? He's late, but the reason he's late is watch the pressure. This is something to miss. Bose does an effort, makes him have to reset, and that just little reset makes the ball late and out of bounds to a wide open Tyreek Hill. So a play you might not really pay attention to, but Joey Bosa just made an impact on that 2nd down and long.
But now, once again, a 3rd down crowd rises as one.
3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 to the outside. Caught.
Waddle, 1st down.
Pass by Waddle. But a touchdown pass, but a 4th down pass keeps this drive going.
6:30 on the clock and counting. 6:30.
The ball is out well before Waddle even gets out of his break. Ball's out. There's nothing that White can do to defend that. When Tua's in rhythm and he gets back with his accuracy and you're playing soft like that, that's pitching and catching for Tua with his receivers.
Ball at the 50. 6 minutes left in the 4th. To the outside. HN. 8-2.
HN, gain of 2.
Chance to talk with Frank Smith, the offensive coordinator from Miami this week, and he made an interesting point. He said, we want the Bills to feel our speed, meaning our get off into line of scrimmage. And I was thinking, of course, the receivers. He said, yeah, the receivers, but even the offensive line. We want them to feel those first 2 or 3 steps and how it can slow down a defense and how it can impact them and kind of intimidate them. They've done a pretty good job of that overall tonight.
They've got the speed. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Throws,
caught, short gain. About 4. 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Another big 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
I remember last time they had the ball in similar areas.
Going under 5 minutes.
And they called a play to get them to a 4th and 3, 4th and 4. So at this point in the game, this is obviously they're out territory. See what they come up with here on this 3rd down and short. Loudest this stadium's been all night.
Somebody's calling timeout.
14 are the Dolphins on 3rd down, 1 for 1. And 4th down.
Miami's going to call the TO.
Timeout is taken here.
First throw's timeout. Miami, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
Well, a lot of people thought Miami was a dead animal coming into this game. And here, short week, all kinds of stuff going on down there. Players only meeting, planes flying, banners and all that. Have to make the trip up here to Buffalo. At least the good thing was early in the season.
Yeah.
When Miami comes to Buffalo, you want to come in September.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll tell you what, again, we don't know how this game's going to end. I don't know what signs are flying around or who's responsible for that. But this team showed a lot tonight, considering everything that they're facing. So what happens here in these...
Where are all the good night ones? Gonna throw, caught, 1st down.
And it's Waddle again. Big catch after big catch for him tonight.
And Tyreek Hill is in front of him, forcing Benford to have to respect 10. You know what 10's capable of, so he just trails him. Just sits out there, safety Bishop a little bit late to get out there. Another well-designed play by McDaniel. Good job of getting the ball out to another playmaker, and nice poise by Tua, who just feels like he's in command tonight in this hostile environment.
5 catches for Waddle, all of them important. It's a 3rd down or 4th down or a touchdown. Now over the left.
Short run.
Goes Ollie Gordon.
Gordon on the run.
4.5 to go.
4.5 to go.
We talk about
Mike McDaniel talked about Tua. We talked about Tyreek Hill. We brought it up a number of times, but it's worth saying it again. This is an offensive line that really the only guy you knew what you had was Aaron Brewer at center. Everybody else is either a first-time starter or very inexperienced player. And let's tip our cap to the way these guys have played tonight as well. I don't know how they're going to finish up, but they've played well and give a shot here.
For sure. 2nd and 6.
And around.
Washington trying to get that first down and dives.
He'll get the first down. Nope. I'm going to mark him short. Just short. 3rd and 1. Hit that subscribe tonight if you haven't done so already. We want you to come back for more football, baseball, and Disney if you're a fan of Disney right here on the channel.
There you go.
First down after replay assist at the 21.
Spotted now at the 22-yard line at first down. That's what replay assist looked at right there.
Yeah, clearly. Great job of picking that up as quickly as they did. And how about the effort, by the way, by Malik Washington? You think of another speedster in this offense. But there, he got hit, kept his balance, and then dove for that first down.
Intercepted. There it is. Bernard intercepted it. Miami has 2 timeouts. There's 3 minutes and a 2-minute warning.
Watch the eyes of Tua. Watch where his head looks. And watch how it brings the linebacker over to be able to make this play. His eyes are looking far right. Linebacker Bernard's able to feel that and sense that and be able to step right in front of the intended target.
And Deion Walker got in his space as he threw it to get the assist. Bob, Dad, let me give you a ride home.
Is this yours?
And so, of course, my agent doesn't tell me that I'm going to be working with a bird that day. When I get to set, the wrangler's yelling at me, like, don't make eye contact. The whole thing's kind of a nightmare.
Do you have something big coming out, honey?
No, just the bird thing.
Why did we pay for dinner?
Whoop.
It's the new 2025 Table on S for $279 a month. Limited inventory available.
Reaching your financial goals can feel.
Turnovers will kill you. Yes, they will.
Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your.
Thank you to the moderators tonight. Thank you to Kay Wilby
So you can find your way to money.
for the support to the channel. Thank you so much, Kay, if you're still here. Thank you to all the moderators. House. It's a very, very, very fine house.
It's Spectrum Fiber powered internet, the most reliable internet you can count on. It's only everything.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo Traps. Zevo works 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill 99.9% of bugs trapped for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
I'm offering you a chance to finish what you started. Want some engagement? Flexible.
That sounds interesting. Are you sure about that?
I'm trying to do what's right.
Interesting movie.
Even a pawn can take down a king.
So here's the route with Jalen Waddle. Here's Achane going out the flat. Here's the linebacker. He looks off to his right. In doing so, he's trying to move this defender right here outside.
Nice. That'll be awesome, Neil. Good for you. That's awesome.
Look to the outside flat with Achane to move the other linebacker
it was a blind spot. He, for whatever reason, did not see Bernard as he tried to come back to the inside, and Bernard read the eyes along the way, took him right to the throwing lane, and made an easy interception for him because of the eyes of Tua.
Second big
First down and 10, 3 minutes.
Leading to Buffalo's
Handoff straight ahead. Gain of 10 for Moore. First down. Late flag is thrown.
Buffalo's backing up.
They're going to back it up.
Number 86 offense. 10-yard penalty, spot a foul. Free play, first down.
Kincaid.
There it is right here. At the end, man. This defense has stepped up time and time again, all things considered. I know they've given up 28, but what they were facing with the injuries, done a pretty good job of making some big plays, especially in this second half. Can they do it one more time to give this Miami Dolphins a shot?
First and 20.
Handoff, short run.
Hit from behind. James Cook. Third down.
And Miami will use a timeout here.
17.
Miami with their second timeout. Rain God. Buffalo has the ball. 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Third down coming up. We get out of these commercials.
No, not at all. Not at all. Look at what Buffalo has still coming up on the back end of this Miami game.
And New Orleans comes in here for an afternoon game. They're playing so many games at night. I was being told the ticket situation for that game is unlike anything they've seen for a while here, because the crowd is so used to having to come here at night, they can't wait to come here in the daytime.
Well, Miami's putting all their chips in the middle of the table. Got to get a stop here on these next two plays.
Second and 16.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Underneath, caught. First down, Buffalo. Inside the 40 to the 35. Moore with another big play.
Last week, that's a 30-yard gain.
30-yard gain. They can take that all the way to the
hard place because they can take it down to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning right there.
Two defenders right here, and then watch the safety in the back end. The corner, actually, he clears out. He's headed. They got three defenders deep, and there's no one left to be able to make a tackle on an underneath throw. Good vision. Good job by Josh Allen of locating Moore. There's more yards after the catch by the Bills.
They'll let the clock run down to 2 minutes. Going to take that sound out of the front side, but, don't know what's going to matter at this point. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Great coffee is like great art.
2-minute warning.
It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold soaring flavors. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Orchards.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
Oh, boy.
Come back! Checking Allstate first was really smart.
Thank you, Rob.
Not checking Bevo's gate, though. Not smart. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
Mom, I think something's off.
You think this is a game? It's time for me to show you who I am.
This is a weird movie.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
This is where my love of the game was born. But they're taking that love even farther. Where end zones are wherever you run out of grass. And the score is not nearly as important as how you celebrate.
We have to grow the game. They're taking it where it's never been.
They're showing all the flag football stuff that's coming up. With the Olympics, that'll be coming up shortly.
Next Thursday, the Seattle Seahawks take on the Arizona Cardinals. Stream Thursday Night Football. Seahawks, Cardinals. Next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Only on Prime.
What song are they singing at this Bills game?
Party time in Buffalo. They can feel it. 2 minutes to go.
Handoff, Cook. Short run.
Right now as James Cook picks up a couple. Second down. Stay tuned after the game.
There's the last timeout.
He takes his final timeout. Taylor with the player of the game. Everybody for Buffalo meeting. They spread it around tonight. They had 4 different guys run the ball, 9 different guys catch the ball. The Dolphins showed it did good tonight.
Yeah, it showed a lot, and they heard a lot of noise. They came out, competed. This is I hate to say you're 0-3 and moral victories and that kind of thing, but it's a team that at least showed that they have a lot ahead of them if they keep playing the way they did tonight.
Derek Pagula, the owner, CEO, vice president, also runs the Buffalo Sabres of the National Hockey season is on the horizon, your boy. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Good.
Cook with a short run.
It's a huge mistake. In this case, it was the roughing, the punter penalty.
Yeah, you hate to put it all on seal.
Mr. Brightside? Okay, I'll have to check that out. I don't know what that song is.
He's trying to make a play. He thinks he can reach and do it. That's a big man going, elevating. Tough to have body control when you're that big. Goes right between the snapper and thinks he has a shot with that left hand and just ends up roughing him. And Dave Josh Allen, another opportunity. They capitalized. They ended up taking a lead.
The sealer of the penalty. And then the interception sealed it, no pun intended. But,
well, we got 4th down. They can run it down to 30-some seconds.
3 or let all run down and don't have to run a play until it's about 25 seconds remaining.
Next week with Seattle and Arizona be a good one.
Well, Arizona right now 2-0. Arizona going into I think San Francisco this week.
Yeah.
Seattle with a.
They're going to call timeout. 27 seconds.
Take the delay. Well, if you go back to 1990, of course, the Bills went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls, the first one of which was
now Norwood tries to get his longest ever on grass, 47 yards, 8 seconds left.
Wide right. Bills lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. I remember that.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, was that Super Bowl was that for you? Was that your first, your second?
Second.
Second. Okay.
Yeah. In Tampa, going to try a 48-yard field goal.
48-yard field goal here.
To completely wrap it up. Prater
And he's going to hit it. 31-21. That takes the game over the total. If you took the under, you're screwed. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We'll be doing football all year round. Over 90 plus games already up. Thumbnails already up.
It's the first time I went to a game where there were concrete barriers outside the stadium in Tampa, and we were not allowed at ABC in those years to fly anything to flip the helicopter. No.
It was anywhere from 11.5 to 12.5, depending on what you did. Somewhere in there. They're still not going to cover the total. Or not going to cover the line. They're, or the total. They went over the total.
2 weeks in a row. See the entire NFC Western Division. So for Miami, it's back home. They have an extra 3 days to prepare for their next game against the New York Jets.
It's great for Buffalo.
Touchback. I want to thank everybody again for being in here. Moderators for being in here, being a part of what we're doing. All of our members of our channel, thank you so much. We're grateful for your support.
Coach McDermott can look at this and say, and he's got a team that's hungry, that wants to keep getting better. And he can show them, this happened and this happened. And so it's great early in the year when you can have a win like this. It isn't your best effort. And you can advance with still a 3-0 record, and you can still welcome and have opportunities to not have to go through a loss, to have those opportunities.
Tagovailoa at 21-32 tonight.
Tua looking to throw. Underneath. It is tight end. 16 seconds left. First down. That ball at the Miami 48.
Showing all night. You thought they may just kind of get out of here and game's over, but they're going to fight all the way here to the end, even though they're down 10.
Play it to the finish. Plenty of smiles on that bench, even though they had a little more than they might have thought. Yeah, they had to handle tonight. Trying to play at the stat sheet.
Incomplete. 11 seconds left.
2nd and 10. What's your College game this week? Where are you going?
I'm actually going to Miami tonight. Down there around 2 or 3.
Good.
I have a meeting at 9 a.m.
Game day?
College game day meeting. Miami Hurricanes off to a pretty good start. They play the Florida Gators down in Miami.
Yep.
Should be a fun one. Doing game day and then calling the game down in
Oh, good.
Next week will be a fun.
Charlottesville to Corvallis. That's your old.
2nd and 10. Underneath, thrown. Washington will get the first down, but that's going to end the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you on the next broadcast. Sub it up on the way out.